Man, so this right here is a real special edition right here, man. We got the OG in the building, man. Mr. Sin, gonna tell you a little bit about his book he got dropped, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna jump it off with the NBA finals, just finna come together and it's crazy because this is an upset year, you know what I mean? Like we expected some teams to really flourish this year, but it's a little bit different this year. So you got the new guys in the building, starting to make a name for themselves. Shy, yeah, bro. Yeah. Hard work pay off. You know what I mean? So
And the thing, he got traded to OKC.
Paul George trade.
The whole Paul George trade, bro. That's the reason why he over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Takes the right
he
fit.
was just trying to be a role player.
Right.
And now he MVP.
Yeah.
Possibly finals MVP, bro.
Yeah,
He doing his thing, bro. I can't.
Hey, you think they did Halliburton wrong and not getting him the MVP? Hey, that thing circling. You did. Yeah, he was ready. Hey, that shit is circling. Bro was really ready to get it. They kind of see how come he like, yeah. Yeah, he put a jersey. Yeah. But I kind of feel like it's Siakam's time, bro, because they both been putting in work, but I feel like Siakam just been putting in a little. He been putting in a little. Yeah, bro. He been putting a little bit more work in.
Toronto?
Was that him quality?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In Toronto, right? Yeah.
That was also.
Yeah. Him quality.
I'm not too sure.
I'm one of the players and the reason why they won. Bro.
Yeah,
I get that. I'm just not too sold on that
But the thing
kid.
is,
That's why I say it's kind of half and half.
You hit the right when you like I was trying to tell you earlier. When you that person like this kid SGA.
Yeah.
He got traded.
Yeah.
Look what he's doing. And take that coach.
Facts.
That coach say, okay, this kid is talented. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna build these other around him.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So it's a lot of cats say, hey man, it ain't coaches, it's the players. No, bull crap.
Hey,
Coaches have a
And speak on that. Places do got Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle, fine.
Rick
One of the
Carlisle,
right there with Papa.
That's what I'm saying.
Right there with Papa, bro.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
My sister used to work at the center down there.
The American Airlines.
Yes.
Yeah.
The things that we don't see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we're watching the game,
Yeah.
you can't see Luka
Yeah.
act a fool.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
sister can't stand it.
Yeah.
Throwing chairs and all that.
Yeah.
And Rick Carlisle, I guarantee you, hey, he got to go. I got to go.
Yeah.
That is what it is. Exactly why he.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
why
wow.
he's uncoachable, man. He's talented. Luka is talented, bro. He don't play no defense. He don't get in shape. He don't do nothing.
Nothing, bro.
That's a job. You got to be
That's
ready.
Yeah.
Like coming
It's
from
a
because I
career.
played overseas, man. And when I tell you, when I first went to camp, bro, I was 185 pounds.
Wow.
Thought I was in shape.
Yeah.
From high school to college, when we did drills,
Yeah.
I was first. When I got to the pros in Europe, these youngsters, I'm like, these youngsters can't hold me.
Yeah.
I had to get in shape.
Nourished.
So when I dropped, I'm talking about in 3 weeks, 3 a days,
Yeah.
I went from 185 to 175
Yeah.
because you really don't want to lose weight, especially I was 31 when I first went to Europe to play pro ball.
Wow.
So you don't really want to lose weight. You want to keep your weight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when I dropped that 175,
Yeah.
oh, they couldn't mess with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So back to the coaching standpoint, man, you got to be coachable.
Facts.
I don't care. Michael Jordan was coachable.
Yeah.
He gonna listen to Phil Jackson, but he going over plays in his head.
He
I don't care
got
what
coached
that
by
triangle
himself.
say, I'm finna go get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just not sold on Siakam. He's good. He's on the good team where you
It
got
worked.
those pieces.
It worked.
You got those pieces. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yes,
Halliburton was hurt last year, so they really weren't able to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody here, let's make it work. You know what I'm saying? They got some stuff to do because OKC ain't no small fry, bro. Ain't no small fry.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to score. Everybody gonna have to play, bro. They gotta play big. They gotta play big. They gotta play big.
Like talent wise, I think OKC can win the 6. You looking to get
In 6?
and all that, yeah. Indiana probably
That's what I said. I said 4-2. I said 4-2.
They going all 7 games. I got Indy. It's going all 7 games.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Cause Oklahoma, it's not a perfect picture with them. They didn't drop the ball a couple times, bro. No matter how good Shea is, bro, this is your year to capitalize on all the fumbling you have done in the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing about OKC, bro. They got Hogan. Yeah. He's stretching that floor. Whatever big y'all got down in that paint, he gonna bring that out, and everybody's gonna have a field day inside that.
They got two. Indiana got two. They got Siakam, man.
But look, they got what's his name, Harkenstein too.
Yeah, he's not really.
He can shoot also. He can shoot. Yeah. He not like Hogan, but he can shoot also. Both of them gonna stretch that floor. Whatever big y'all got in that paint, is gonna come up out of there. Yeah, and that's a wide open. You know what I'm saying? Shea gonna get up in there all day long, bro.
Shea playing like Kobe.
If they gonna collapse, he gonna throw it out, and they got people that can shoot the three.
Shea playing like Kobe. He playing like Kobe, number 8. You know what I'm saying? So, Fro, boy. It's nice though. It's nice to see a good game. You know what I mean? But
so with OKC eliminating Minnesota, what y'all think? Like, what's Anthony Edwards' next step? You know what I'm saying?
He got to get that lab, bro, and work. Yeah. He only got 2 things to his game. Mm-hmm. And outside of that, if you shut those 2 things down, he's over with the free ball and shooting inside the paint. You know what I'm saying?
You think what do you think his team needs to get some improvements? I think Anthony doing this thing.
Yeah, but when they take him out the game, he don't do nothing at all, bro. Yeah. Like, he's either shooting threes or it's inside that paint, get into the rack. You need to
facilitate. You need to facilitate the ball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be able to facilitate. Not just score. Yeah. You need to be able to get his teammates involved. Yeah. Also. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Outside of that, bro.
Yeah, I do agree with that. He have to get that.
He only 2 dimensions. You know what I'm saying?
I get the ball. I'm either trying to punch it. Or I might sit if it's the lane clogged up. I'm shooting the ball.
He shot like 12 of 11 from the 3.
Yeah, bro.
Like, bro, that is horrible.
That's not true.
Hey, you know what? Because
shooting guard.
My opinion, number 1, he need to be quiet and play ball.
Facts.
He need to hoop. Stop because. And I'm gonna touch on Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan can tap into any era and do his thing because he wasn't no talent, bro. Come on, bro. You have to learn basketball. I learned how to play basketball by watching. You know what I'm saying? So we grew up watching Michael Jordan and Magic and them and all that. So he need to be quiet and he need to get in there. To me, he's comfortable. Yeah. Because he Ant-Man when he get in his groove, he comfortable. When your game is on. Yeah. Because I've watched Michael, when he's off, because you can't guard players like that. They just got to be off. You can't guard Kobe. You can't guard Michael. You can't guard Kevin Durant. That's it. You just have to play fundamental basketball. To me, Ant-Man gets comfortable at being okay. Dude, be quiet and play ball and work on your craft.
Let the skill speak for itself.
And talking his talk is what makes people like.
Well, I'm saying in the media
as far as a good
things. I'm not, on the court. Yeah,
as a good player,
everything on the court. Okay, cool. But I'm saying outside when he's saying things like, dude, ball.
But see, Mike talked this trash after he done his job. But see, Mike talked this trash after he won the game or he didn't drop 40 or 50. Not before the series started. You talking
he's like
trash to the best ball handler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come back to get you.
The thing with him, bro, he shoot way too many threes, bro.
I agree.
I agree. He forces things that he shouldn't be forcing.
But in the evolution of
move, like the thing. So what makes Steph such a great shooter?
Oh my God.
Is he plays off ball. Like if they not letting him do his thing with the ball in his hand, he passes it. He'll set an off-ball screen, run around. Bro, he runs like 10 miles in a game. 11 miles in a game.
I've seen that.
Yeah, like, bro, any great shooter, they run it all day long to get that open shot. Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, they running around. And
ain't no step.
Being able to do that step back or drive, he just sits there, bro. That's what makes the team.
But you have to move. You have to move.
You have to move without the ball.
You have to move without the ball.
Speaking of Steph, that's what makes.
You gotta help your teammates get open, get in rhythm, All that, bro.
Yeah.
Setting off ball screens, moving around, setting picks, doing the dirty work is what makes greats great.
No, facts.
That's what makes Steph such a great shooter.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him get open all the goddamn.
And you have to you can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move around. You gotta be able to facilitate the ball. I see this person over here. I gotta get him in the groove. You know what I mean? Like it's all about not being selfish, bro. But more or less, Anthony's just gonna have to. He gotta work on the game. Yeah, because the team is there. Even if they had times or they didn't have times, the team is there.
Yeah, they got lucky when Steph went down. They got lucky. when Steph Curry went down, they got lucky. I said it was over. It's over.
So they had a lucky round. You know?
Yeah,
let me get that again. Them bubbles got on me, man. Them bubbles got in my way, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the Timberwolves are a good team.
A good team.
They got the pieces.
Yeah.
They got everything they need, bro, but they just don't move without the ball.
Yeah.
They all
Gobert gotta get a little bit more.
They all give it to Anthony Edwards, or they give it to Randall.
Yeah.
And let them play one-on-one and hoping somebody fell down. Bro. It's not basketball, bro.
He's too predictable, too.
Too predictable, bro. Too predictable, bro. Too predictable.
Do a little hesitation.
Yeah.
Like,
little jab step. On that team, there's no real physicality. Gobert don't get physical in the paint. Randall don't get physical in the paint. Everybody want to play a little long ball.
Yeah, he do.
No, I'm talking like big body, get it off the block, get it off the block, boom, hit it. I don't hear one. Oh, bro, he's more outside the line than he is what I just described, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't get it off the post, bro. He don't get out the post in one stop, dribble, boom, get a little boom. He outside on the line, yeah. That's not your position. That's not your position, bro. Your position is you supposed to be down there on the post. That's what I learned.
He will. Both of them, Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle, both force way too much, bro. They need to learn how to move without the ball. Yeah. And, facilitate the offense, bro. Because they got everything they need, bro. They just, they stand there and watch. Yeah. And that's not basketball, bro. Yeah. You gotta, catch the defense slipping, bro. You gotta move them around.
Everybody gotta move.
Okay,
that's what integrates.
Okay, you in like the last 2 minutes of the game. Shaq go down, the most dominant center in the league. You know what I'm saying? Who else would you put in to go against Hakeem?
Tim Duncan.
So he can't put nobody because I can't put nobody.
Can't nobody stop that African man.
It's a few.
Ain't nobody.
They can stand the time.
Hey,
I just took Shaq out. You know what I'm saying? What about Bill? What about Will?
Talking about center.
Bill, you got Bill and Will.
But look, Tim was
not even David.
No, not David.
Man, look, I've watched a lot of interviews with David Robinson when Dennis Rodman was playing with Senator. He was like, man, David Robinson was big and Dennis helped me, man. Switch on him. He's like, man, that's your man Carter. Because they begging for help when it came to the African man. No.
He got cut because he probably got Super Bowl.
6'10". 6'10".
That's what I'm saying. He got traded because he couldn't stop Hakeem.
6'10".
It worked out though. We got him 6 rings. So
he got
three.
Oh. He went with the first. Well, he got 5. He got 2.
What's Detroit? Yeah. I seen an interview with Isaiah, and he was like, he's like, man, I'm the one that beat Bird. I beat Bird. Niggas ain't never beat Bird.
Man, that, bro.
He said, when you put that Detroit jersey on, boy, you had to come out there with that.
Come on,
you
man.
You had to come out with that.
Hell of a point guard. Hell of a point. And MJ give him his flowers.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan can't stand him. Scottie Pippen can't stand him. But when you have to incorporate the Michael Jordan rules, come on, bro. What's that telling, man?
What's the Michael Jordan rule?
He didn't beat Magic. He didn't beat. I mean, I'm sorry. They did beat the Lakers. I don't give a damn because they was aging. If you can play, you can play.
You still out there?
Look, watch this. Let me say this. Who was I talking? I was talking to you earlier when we used to play ball with the old ex-pros. Derek Harper. Now, y'all see Derek Harper announce the game. That's my man. That's my man. Derek Harper used to come up there. Derek Harper used to come up to 24-hour fitness. and we were playing. See, it's personal. When I played against the NBA players up there, it was personal
Facts.
because I didn't get to make it to the NBA.
Facts.
I played
Yeah, I
overseas.
understand.
So whenever they played, I made it personal.
Facts.
I got heart. I got heart.
For real?
Man, I peaked heart
Yeah.
at the top of the
Top of the key.
at the top of the key. I'm on my way, 3 dribbles, foul. I'm like, foul? What you? It's a fucking foul. I'm like, come on, man. So watch this.
Yeah.
After the game, he's like, yo, Sid, don't go nowhere. I said, oh, this is personal. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm like, say, bro, I'm 40.
Yeah.
He's 51, I'm 40.
Yeah.
If you talking that old shit, don't come out here.
Facts.
Yeah.
Don't come out here. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear it.
Facts.
Don't come out here. If you on the court, ball.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
going to use that as an excuse, if you got a headache, I'm coming to play. You know, so I made it personal. You know what I'm saying? So with Zeke talking about those guys were getting older. No, they can still play.
Yeah.
Magic, still magic.
Yeah.
Still magnificent magic. I don't hear that shit about no age, man. You get older, you get better. That's life. That's life. That's life. That's life. You're a good player.
I mean, he did it.
I'm not a
He
LeBron
did.
fan, so-
And I kind of feel like he did just to say he did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all. No. I just feel like, bro, as big as he came out, as big as he was, bro, he could have done a little bit more. He could have had a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I think he just went for stats and money wise, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's the richest player in the league
LeBron?
right now. Yeah.
Richest active.
Yeah, richest player in the league. Yeah.
He's one of the greatest, but he's not the greatest.
I'm saying, like,
He's
right
not
now in the
my
league,
top
he's
10.
Hey.
he's what?
I'm
He's
coming
not top
from-
10?
Look.
You say he's not top 10?
High school, college. I played pro ball. I coached. I coached on the college level, women, and just my playing background and my coaching background go hand in hand for me. And I look at LeBron, he's a phenomenal specimen.
Facts.
Yeah.
He's a good player,
Facts.
but he's cheating the game
Come
by
on.
doing that bullshit
Ciphering.
that he's doing.
He's ciphering
Like,
the game.
dude, ball.
Yeah.
I get tired of people trying to compare him and Michael Jordan. Stop it. It's Michael Jordan is in another. If
League.
it's another earth,
It's another league.
that's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Another league.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know you get into those. You get into those. Yeah, true. Like I just said, they had the Jordan rules. If Jordan played, man, Jordan gonna average 50
That's what I'm saying.
free throw.
Easy.
And think about
Easy.
think about his game. Think about his game. Jordan got most of his points in the perimeter. He went up. He broke out with that
when he went to the Wizards.
3 points.
With the
Six
Wizards,
threes
yeah.
against the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they had them 6-3. So that wasn't. No, I'm saying, but when you talk about the 3-point line with Steph changing the game, I see LeBron taking a lot of shots. I know, but I'm saying
He
LeBron
backed
take
the
too many
game back.
threes,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
He was too old to be moving like that.
Yeah,
Who,
facts.
Jordan?
The
Jordan
facts.
was not. Jordan came to teach.
Yeah.
I watched him. He said, "I came to teach." It's not about you because they screwed him over at first because when he took over, when he
pretty much had
came,
to play.
yeah, he came and okay, we got Michael Jordan in the box office as part ownership or whatever his stake in the team. Like, oh, we gonna get tickets because if Michael Jordan had Fiesta food, people gonna go buy some fucking chicken up there just because he's there. You know what I'm saying? Because of him and his brand.
Yeah.
So they still weren't selling no tickets. People want to play. When he played, when he announced, bro, every schedule, every team that Washington Wizards, and I'm a Michael Jordan fan, sold out.
Yeah.
Home and away. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times Michael Jordan dropped 40? At 40? Like 5 times.
Yeah.
At 40.
Yeah.
Diving on the floor for ball. And he's, like I said,
Jumping back in the game. Bro, jumping back in the game.
You ain't one bad move though.
What's that?
Drafting Kwame Brown, the first pick. Quick all-around pick, right?
Trash. Well, then he traded him to us.
To the Lakers.
See, a lot of cats that hit when you come from high school, go to college. Now, Kwame didn't go to college, did he?
Nah,
Straight
Straight out of high school.
So
That dude.
This is the story. They say him and Michael Jordan played on one-on-one, and he beat Michael Jordan. And the bet was if he beat Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan drafted him.
But they traded him, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
They traded him to us, bro.
I need Michael to tell me. I need Mike to call me on my cell phone.
You feel me?
Tell me about that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of talk.
Hey, he was betting a lot for us one-on-one.
I need him to tell me that on the phone. Text me, Facebook me or something, man. Cause, you know. But hey, man, it's like this. If you make it to the pros, you're good.
Right.
Regardless how you got there,
Even on the practice,
you're good.
You passed the G League.
You're good. Because there's a lot of us that play that just we have different roads that we travel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we just don't get there.
Right.
You know what I mean? We just, like I said, I didn't get to Europe. I didn't play Europe 30-31. And I was like, when I was in college, my last year, I was like, I was getting offers to countries I never heard of.
Yeah.
I'm not going overseas and play. No, I'm staying right here. America needs to see what I can do.
Right.
You know, but a lot of times we don't get there. Larry Johnson was my boy. I played against him my sophomore year, my junior year. Him and I ran guard with Tony Jackson that played with me in high school. Yeah. Larry and Tony went to Odessa. They was like, come to Odessa. No. I ended up, long story, going to Lubbock Christian University. So I played against Larry my freshman year, his sophomore year. Yeah, he went to because he's supposed to go. No, he's supposed to go to SMU. Yeah. And some happened with the SAT, whatever. So he went to the JUCO. So as a freshman at Lubbock Christian University, we played the junior colleges. Yeah. I was averaging 30. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we played Odessa. We kicked it, and me and my boy Victor Dancer, who is from Odessa. Yeah. We would ride down to Odessa, and I'm going to tell you the story about Larry Johnson, how he signed with UNLV. Yeah. Went to see him because we always kicked it, me and my boy. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Damn, what you think, man? Georgetown, North Carolina, UNLV, Kentucky, all them big boys." Yeah. And the thing is nobody is number one until Larry Johnson signs. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sitting down with Larry, Tony, and Vic. They're like, "Man, come on, we can go to the party." I'm like, me and Larry didn't even make it to the party. We talked the whole time. He said, "I'll always take what you say to me to heart. Yeah. What you think I should do?" Mm-hmm. I said, "LJ, you playing center at OC. Yeah. I know that you can move. Yeah. They don't know that you can move. They don't know that you can handle. They don't know that you can shoot that J. Yeah. Bro, you go to UNLV. You finna play with Tark, the Shark. He finna open up your talents. Everybody finna see what you really can do. Because you ain't no center. Yeah. You a move around, power forward. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know what? Big body. We hugged. He said, come here, let me show you something. We walked downstairs. He pulled a tarp off that thing. It was a convertible T-top. Yeah. Corvette. Yeah. No, Stingray. I'm sorry. Yeah. Looked on the dashboard, turned it on. Boom. It had UNLV on the already there. He said, that's where I'm finna go. Damn. He signed with UNLV, UNLV number one. You know what I'm saying? And that's my story. That's my boy, man. That was a cold. To me, that was the best college team that I ever seen. Yeah, Greg Anthony, Anderson Hunt, Greg Alden. Then they had a deep bench. Yeah. I don't remember the white dude that came off the bench that could shoot that thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that was one of the best college teams that I seen.
In the 90s, what player won the Heisman Trophy but went to the NBA? He didn't go to the NFL. He won the Heisman Trophy and went to the NBA.
The quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback.
What's his name? Because I'm gonna tell you tell me his name because they wouldn't draft him because he was black. Ward. As a quarterback.
Ward.
Charlie Ward.
Hey, cameraman on point. Stop playing with him. You said cameraman on point. Stop playing with him. Yo.
Look, man. Look, man. I used to see Charlie Ward. I was like, man, hell no. Boy, you put me in front of Charlie Ward, I'm going to eat him up. Yeah. He can't hoop. Yeah. It's political. Yeah. Because he didn't get drafted, and you know that if you get the Heisman Trophy, bro, you win. You number one. You win. You going first.
That's like not getting drafted. And he just wanted the Heisman. You know what I'm saying?
So this was the time when you said the 90s. Now y'all got to stop. I'm 5. Okay. So this was during the time where black quarterbacks wasn't really.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, really up.
You got to really.
Yeah, you got to really play. And Vic. You know what I'm saying? And then people forget about Doug Williams back in the day that won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They forget about that. But, you know, times is changing. I'm a Patrick Mahomes diehard. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You're a real cheesehead. Bro, real cheesehead, for real.
We're in the same division. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a Raiders fan.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know. But I do like Patrick Mahomes. He is a good-ass quarterback. And I can't hate on his ass.
I didn't know that hit that kid. I watched him.
That boy can throw.
I watched him when he was at Tech.
Mudfield.
And I was like, I didn't know when and back to when y'all talk about Kwame coming from high school, a lot of kids can't adjust to coming to that pro level.
Right. Especially when you playing another sport. He playing another sport.
It's mental.
But he was already playing another sport, so him coming to football was just, like, oh, bro can play football, he can throw. Oh, wow.
But the thing is, bro, a lot of them times, bro, when niggas be coming from high school, back then when they come in high school to NBA or the pros, but they used to sit on the bench for like 2-3 years, bro, before they actually started playing, unless they like Kobe.
You're a high name.
Or LeBron.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, Kobe didn't come out shining.
Yeah, Kobe sat on the bench.
Kobe hit that bench.
Kobe sat on the bench in high school.
But I'm saying he sat on the bench for a little bit, bro. But once he got his time, he showed up for college. So it's like, oh my God.
It's just LeBron just had a name, bro. It was nothing going on. It was nothing going on at the time he came out, bro. If you look at it, bro, when he came out, bro. Yeah. But even when he was doing McDonald's, the McDonald's shit, it wasn't nobody like going off. It was only him. You feel me?
LeBron on that same team, Kobe, the LA team.
LeBron was more bigger than Melo. Dwayne was a couple years older. Dwayne was like
Chris Bosh with the link.
He was 21. He was 21. They were 19. Something like that. He was. I think Wade was like 21. They were 19.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He played 3 years.
Hey, honestly, rookie of the year. Dwayne Wade should have got rookie of the year, bro. He should have got rookie of the year. Dwayne Wade should have got. In my opinion,
I think Melo should have got it.
Melo led the team to playoffs.
Yeah, I think Melo. But in high school,
but you know,
Melo was more efficient in high school than LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He had more like highlights. LeBron just had the name, bro. He just had the name.
I think LeBron should have went to college for a couple of years.
Yes,
under a good coach to fundamentally sound him.
But he did show out at Cleveland.
He did. But my personal opinion. But my personal opinion in that transition, when you trying to go to the league or you got school going on, it is best to get your schooling before you even go to the highlights, bro. Because everything fails after the lights, bro. What you got left?
Well, you know what, bro? Check this out.
I mean, he had to acquire that.
A lot of us, we use sports, and I'm speaking to myself. Sports turned me into another direction. Yeah. I was a better football player than I was basketball.
Oh, yeah?
And, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, seriously. I wish I would have never quit. But and when we touch that thing, we dream about because of what we see on TV.
Facts.
TV has been teaching us for a long time.
Facts.
It's got out of hand now because of all these video games and shit.
Right.
But TV has taught us.
Yes.
And when we see, I want to play in the pros. We don't even think about college when you playing Pop Warner in high school. You want to go to the pros.
Check this out, bro. So, black folks, we like to teach our kids to, go to the league. Yeah. Or, you know what I'm saying? And white folks usually take whatever they morals, values, and characteristics out of the game and apply it to other things. That's why you see them flourishing and everything else. We teach ours to use that to get to the league, to make the money, to blah, blah, blah. That's the only way you can make it.
But with the folks, they bang the books.
What you said, I heard
they bang the books before they even hit to the league. You feel me?
My thing is this, though. 1 year, just 1 year. Get that college.
Yeah.
Get it in you. I'm going to use Doc Rivers' son, Austin.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have never came out his freshman year. He should never. When I watched this kid play, I said, this kid going to end up being one of the best guards in the country by the time he's a junior. Dude, play. You don't have to worry about money.
Right.
He played once and then left. Your dad you got money.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
The NBA has been around
for years.
A long time.
Ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere. Dude, go back. Go back. At least to your junior year.
But then it's a much more juggle. It's a much more juggle when you're older in the league and you're trying to go back and get an education. Because now you gotta jiggle. Oh, I got a schedule. I gotta play against. Now I gotta try to be book smart and all that.
They said back to your point. Another one that's like that. Bronny should have played all 4 years.
Who? Yes, Bronny should have stayed in school.
All 4 years.
That's what I'm saying.
If he came to 24-hour fitness, I'm gonna eat his ass up. At 55, I ain't bullshitting. I will give him the business. You better go get your dad.
Hey,
I ain't lying.
hey,
I am not lying because I can still hoop. I just don't do it.
Nah,
Sometimes
fact.
I go in there and shoot just because.
Yeah.
But I got a partner, man. I got a partner. He go by Sam. We don't talk no more. I still love him.
Yeah.
You know, but and this I'm 55. I'm like 12 years older than him.
Right.
You probably seen us in there before a couple of years ago.
Probably have.
And he about 6'1", lean. This son, he in shape.
Yeah.
He run about a mile and a half. I don't do no running. I work. I hit the weights. Y'all see what I do?
Nah, thanks, bro.
I
Bro,
get
hit
my
the weights.
physical.
Bro,
Hey,
bro, hit the
look.
weights.
And I heard who was that? Who said you did
They did
a
2
mile
miles.
and shit? I'm like, shit. I wish I would.
My caravan on that 2.5 miles.
I get my cardio when I'm under the covers. Now watch this. My man is like, we'll work out and then we'll get on the court. He's like, let's play. Okay, man. You know that's out of 3.
Yeah.
You know, I like to play the pro rules, but we gonna play. You want to run around? He said, I'm gonna go out there. And when I tell you, and man, look, he always beat me the first game. We got to play the best out of 3.
Facts. Wow, really? You know what I'm saying?
And then this one game, I said, dude, you ain't gonna score 2 points because he's so used to running, and it's up here now. So when you get older, you get better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would give him the business right now. Go get his ass. And man, you go ask his dad. Stephen A. Smith said, dude, you hurt your son.
Facts.
Dude, he was being honest. You know what I'm saying? That's what your son. I get that. You want to play with your son. Yeah, he want to charge him up.
They ain't do games like that, though. We talking about your wife.
No, but really, man, that kid, he's a good kid. Just watching him, you can tell that he wants to learn. He shouldn't have never came out of school.
Shouldn't have came, bro.
He should have never came out of school, bro.
Who got the best son?
Who got the best NBA son?
Best NBA son.
I won with Greg Arenas, bro. Greg Arenas' son, bro. Official. Gilbert Arenas' son. Got the
You mean Gilbert?
Gilbert. My bad. Gilbert. My bad, Gilbert.
Yeah, he can ball.
Is that Greg?
Yeah.
He can ball.
Yeah. I mean, just his size, bro. The way he know how to use the court.
Yeah.
Bro, going hard. As soon as he get out of college, bro, he going hard. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Be on the lookout for Trevor Reese's son too. Like he gonna be real too.
Yeah.
Reese's son. Yeah.
I need to start checking some of these things out.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not into basketball like I used to but you know, and like I go with my heart.
Yeah.
My season ended when Golden State went down.
Yeah.
And I'm the same thing in football.
Nah,
I don't watch football unless Kansas City playing. And if I'm just home chilling, okay, bam.
Yeah.
But that's just how I am. If Golden State ain't playing, I ain't watching. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into it like that no more.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Because it's
still,
so watered
I still
down.
keep up with the sport.
It's so watered
But now
down.
I'm on the girls' sport now. I'm in the women's. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You watching Paige?
I love Paige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad she didn't come out last year.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm glad
yeah.
she waited.
You see what I'm
She
saying?
was smart.
Yeah.
And you know what? I guarantee you her coach said, hey, look.
She better this year.
Katie's finna shine.
Oh, yeah.
She gonna get the shot.
Yeah.
So, man, the best. The female Steph Curry.
Hey, female Steph
Curry.
She smoked Angie.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
She
Look,
smoked Angie.
She's smoking anybody you get in front of her.
Yeah. She don't play with no emotion. She play with the game.
She is.
She play with the game. She don't play with no emotion. Yeah. She got the
Hey,
mama.
man, look. When we both said we think of female Steph Curry, a lot of people say that. And watch this. I'm gonna go to Curry real quick. And I watched that kid at Davis.
The thing is, she do the same shit that Steph do though. She moves.
She run around. Yeah.
And you know what? What did I say earlier?
Yeah, watch the ball. Yeah.
And she said Steph is her favorite player.
Yeah.
Now watch this. I watched Steph Curry at Davidson, and I looked at I saw the scouting report on him. They said he's going to be a all right player coming off the bench, not playing that much. That dude is the greatest shooter that God ever.
He opened the league up.
No ifs, ands, buts about it.
He opened the league up.
When you got a handle, my cousin argued with me. He said, "Man, Kyrie Irving got a beautiful handle. When you got a handle like Steph, and you can pull up from 35 in."
Nah, half court.
And I'm just saying, why you got to check him. Hey man,
At half court.
to stop Steph,
Yeah,
to
catch
stop
him at
those
the head.
players, bro.
Before half court.
If you ask me, how do you stop Steph Curry?
Yeah.
And I'm assigned to him,
Yeah.
and I'm assigned to him,
Yeah.
that means I don't need to play.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna suit up today.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have that assignment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can't. He has to be off for you to
You gotta
say,
put
okay,
Pippen on.
take that credit.
Yeah.
But back to Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
she has that same. She has that same killer.
She do.
She got handled and can pull up from 30
Yeah.
in your face.
Yeah.
Paige
You know
like
what
that
I'm
too, though.
saying?
Paige got something.
Paige is kind of.
Paige
I
like
like
that too.
Paige. She's kind of different. Paige, I would have Paige.
got levels to her.
I would have
Yeah,
Paige
you gotta
as
get up
my
there.
shooting guard.
You gotta
I
get
would
up
have
there.
Paige as my shooting guard. I would give me I would try to find me in the future a cold ass point guard
Yeah.
that can run with Paige.
But the thing is, Paige can facilitate too, though. You know
That's what you want,
She don't just
too.
rely on her shooting.
That's what you
like
want.
Caitlin Clark.
She can move the ball.
She
That's-
got a lot of everything.
She can move the ball.
Her perimeter game is on point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She can handle, because if you got a hell of a point guard with her, either or can bring the ball up.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because what do they do to Steph? They blitz his ass.
Yeah.
When he cross.
Yeah.
So when you got Paige and you got a badass point guard, blitz me if you want to. Then I'm talking about, when I say a badass point guard, I need my point guard to shoot late, to score
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
It can knock down on open shot. Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there.
Pass first, shoot
That-
second.
and then when you blitz me, I got that point guard over there that's gonna handle the rock.
Yeah,
Leave her
second,
open if you
I'm
want to.
Yeah.
Leave her open if you want to. So you're gonna pull off that blitz. You know what I'm saying? And that just come with coaching. Like I
Right.
said, my playing
How to
background and my
move
coaching
around.
background, it gives me that type of knowledge
Yeah.
to even speak on that thing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can teach basketball a lot, because I would talk to a lot of the youngsters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
all that, yeah, I did all that dribbling through the legs, but you learn when you get older.
Yeah.
And all that shit is just for show.
Facts.
It's just for show.
You wasting time.
Because
You
if
wasting
I'm
time.
guarding you, I'm just gonna sit down on you, because you're supposed to rest. Naturally, you're supposed to rest on offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defense, you supposed to go all out.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the win
So
game.
if I'm guarding you and you doing all that shit, I'm just gonna sit down there and give me some rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta
You
play
wasting
the
time.
game smart.
No, I see the
You know,
best
waste
teams,
time.
the best teams move the ball. Like all these ISO basketball teams, they might make it to the playoffs and make it to like.
They ain't winning the chip.
They ain't winning no Eastern Conference Finals. They ain't winning
It
no
is- it's-
finals. They ain't getting there.
That's why the Celtics are so efficient, bro. They move the ball. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see them going back.
What?
That last year, I didn't see them when they won.
That'd
last
have been a
year,
different series
I
if bro
didn't
didn't
see
get
them-
hurt.
I didn't see them going
Yeah.
back.
If bro didn't get hurt, that'd have been a different series too.
If bro didn't get hurt, yeah.
I can say that, but I still didn't see them going
Wait a
back.
minute.
They would have went to 7, but I still think that would have lost.
Nah.
They did take a step back from last year. I don't know what it was, but they took a step back, bro.
Too much ISO.
I feel like
threes.
if the
Jaylen Brown feel like they skipped over him just because they got
That
Tatum.
personal shit.
Yeah, they got
personal shit out
Tatum
your heart, bro. We trying
in
to
the
hoop.
front, but they feel like they skipped over Jalen.
We trying to hoop, man.
I got a question. If you put the Mavs in this situation this year, with the Mavs win the championship, if you put the Mavs team from last year against Indiana, with the Mavs win this year.
Against OKC? Against OKC?
Yeah. No, against Indiana in the finals. Like, the win out the West and the win out
Without AD?
No, with Luka.
With Luka or without AD?
With Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie and Luka. Team they had last year. Like, their team versus Indiana. Who would you pick?
I don't know, bro.
I ain't no Mavericks
You don't
fan.
want to know what I'm saying?
I sip on that one. I sip on that one, yeah. I sip on him, yeah. Because I don't want to say the Mavericks. I don't want to say the Mavericks because look where they win. Look where they went. You feel me? Look where they went. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't really just say the Mavericks because, bro, they ain't really went too far with the people they had. You know what I'm saying?
It was the finals last year.
Yeah, but they
They went to the finals, right?
got their ass smoked. Smoked.
Because
Niggas lost the game.
because if you don't play no defense,
Yeah, you
I
don't
don't
win no
give a
game.
damn about your
Yeah, you
game
don't
when
win
it
no
comes
game.
to the chip.
That's what I'm saying.
If you ain't guard nobody,
Check this out, though. Brian had his ass playing defense.
Man, what the hell, dog?
Bro, he was playing, bro.
Bro, they get-
We ain't even finna say that. Hey, we ain't even finna say that. The most he did was get on the die. That was it. The most he did was get on the die.
He had one or more steals.
Bro, Sam was still letting niggas. Go ball. You know what I'm saying?
He was still cooked. He was slow.
He was still getting
He was
cooked.
slow.
But it's
Hey,
not
look.
even that. It's not even that because
Watch
defense. Oh my bad.
Check
It's not
it
even
out.
that because defense don't take a lot, bro.
No, bro.
All you gotta do is you out of
Hey,
length,
man.
bro. Put your arm out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do y'all know why Shaq and Kobe got into it?
Ego.
Shaq was lazy.
It's ego.
Kobe was like, "Hey man, what you doing coming to training camp like that? Come on, bro, we trying to win."
Yeah.
Now watch this. Jordan, three games, 3 years in a row. The Detroit knocked them out.
Yep.
They got 7 games. They won 7 games. I saw they finna get it. Scottie Pippen got a migraine, couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that hurt them.
Oh wow.
After, watch this. Yeah, he still played, but they lost. My point is, after the season, after that game, Jordan's trainer said, "Man, let me know when you're." He said, "Shit, I see you tomorrow."
Yeah.
They got together and said, "We finna work out. We finna get it."
He did by
They
himself.
came back,
He went by
went
himself.
through and swept the motherfuckers that next season. So when we look at Jordan, Kobe studied Jordan.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this motherfucker was studying him like it's an SAT test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He studied Michael. You know, so he was developing that killer. Hey man, we gonna get everybody together. Come on, Shaq, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Shaq, the most dominant center that played.
Yeah.
Because you that big.
Yeah.
No man, Shaq ain't got no jump shot. What the hell he need one for?
He taking one step and dunking the ball.
Stop me from breaking rims,
He
bro.
take one step and
then
dunk the
talk to me.
ball.
And then he later on he developed that jump hook because when Phil Jackson got when you coming against Phil Jackson, Phil Jackson, if you 6'11" and you standing out there with a sign up asking for money, Phil finna shoot you up.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna put you in the game. I need you to hack a Shaq because he can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when Yao Ming got
That's
to leave.
where the coaching comes in. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, lazy. Dude, you should have been in the practice of a damn free throw. Fire me if you want to, motherfucker. Y'all gonna get enough of that.
He gonna get at least 10 off the free
You know what
throw.
I'm saying?
At
Fire
least
me
get
if you
10
want
off the
to.
free throw.
Every time they shoot one in the paint.
He can't shoot free throws.
I'm saying they fouled him every time.
Every time because he too fucking man. That was the most dominant center, bro. So being it, bro, when you pull together your team and we come collectively as a group and say, hey, because number one, this is our job. This is how we get paid. This is how we take care of our family. This is what we do. So, motherfucker, you got to put everything into your job.
So I got.
Yeah, they did.
And they possibly could have won 4, but San Antonio, it was cold in the bitch that year, bro.
Yeah. Back to your point, though, saying
What's that?
Luka knew, like, the reason he lost in the finals was because his defense. He came back the next season worse, like he out of shape.
Because he don't have no discipline.
No discipline.
He don't have no. I listened to his dad say that when somebody foul you, bro.
Yeah.
You got to play. See, and this is where coaching come in.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. When you get fouled and they don't call it, you got to play through that shit,
Bro.
because it's 5 against 4 down here. You down here crying. Dude,
You're wasting 2
me,
minutes
say, man,
of
we got
talking, nigga.
halftime, dude.
Bro.
Me, say, bro, and being the team captain, say, man, you go. Come on, bro. We dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
If Luka was playing back then, Luka, you gonna get beat up in the locker room.
Nah,
it ain't gonna get talked about.
Yeah, we gotta take you up. Man, you still all that crying.
Ask Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman said,
You doing too much crying to the ref.
Dennis Rodman said, if it wasn't a fight in practice when you were playing with Detroit, it's something wrong.
Nah, man.
It's something wrong. Little motherfuckers fuck out every day.
Yeah.
But you know, when it's time to play,
They playing.
we got on the same uniform.
They playing.
We finna hoop, regardless of what we got, because we family. You know what I'm saying? Luka don't have no discipline.
I'm gonna say
needs
this.
a coach. Look at his coach.
I'm gonna say this. Our European players don't got no discipline, bro. They just hoop, bro. They come out there. They ain't got no.
Let me back you up.
They ain't had no. He ain't play no defense either. He was just a great player.
Watch this. Hold on.
Great play defense.
JC.
Don't play defense.
I'm finna stop you. Hold on. Time out.
They weren't playing no defense.
You
man.
right.
We ain't
Watch
finna.
this.
We ain't
You
finna
right.
stop and say that.
You right. Dirk didn't play no defense. No, watch this.
I know.
He what, bro?
Hey,
Bro,
watch
they
this.
swept our ass because Andrew Biden wasn't doing shit.
No,
Watch
Dirk was
this.
just shooting the ball the whole
Hold on.
time.
Hear me out. Let me make a point. Let me make a point.
Bro,
You're right. Dirk won't play no defense until we got a coach named Avery Johnson.
Exactly.
Avery Johnson. Dirk was the man for Dallas until Avery Johnson coach. You know who was the man then? Because he used to come up to the gym. What's that boy name? Yeah, braids. I can't think his name right now. Josh Howard.
Oh yeah.
Josh Howard was the man for the Mavericks. Dirk didn't like it because Avery Johnson said, Dirk, you ain't finna shoot them damn threes like that no more.
Yeah.
You finna play some defense. That's the only time, the only seasons that I seen Dirk playing defense is when Avery Johnson coached. Dirk Nowitzki did not like Avery Johnson because he pulled his ass off that 3-point line and said, you finna move your motherfucking feet. That's the only time I seen him play. That's the only time I seen him play defense.
He didn't play defense.
The only time I seen him play.
Bro,
when Avery Johnson had him.
Even when he was on a championship run, bro, that boy wasn't playing no defense, man. He had other people. He had other people playing.
What they call
y'all had other defensive players. You know what I'm saying?
But
bro, back in the day, bro, everybody knew Dirk didn't play no defense.
He got good post defense, bro. He played good post defense. He put on the perimeter. Of course, he's not gonna play good.
Okay, how many shot blocks did he have?
He had some blocks.
He had no blocks, man. Hey, ain't no. There's no highlights. Hey, look, there's no highlights with Dirk blocking the ball, bro. There's no highlights of that.
Bro,
I ain't never seen none.
There is no highlights with Dirk is blocking the ball, stealing the ball. None of that. That is not happening, man.
You got to take and consider his position. You got to consider his position.
Center, bro.
He is way better than Luka.
Dirk Nowitzki
more efficient. He was more efficient.
Is a power forward and shooting person.
Yeah.
Bro, so his defense is like Jokic's defense.
No. When you're the man, you don't like. I don't care. Don't play defense. He's a man.
Their defense after Avery Johnson came was like Jokic's defense right now. It's not top notch. It's not top notch.
No. When it's time to play, Jokic's gonna play some defense. Ain't nothing in there. And when it's time to play, Jokic's gonna play some defense.
Same way Dirk played on defense, bro.
No.
Right or wrong.
Look, back in the day, Dirk didn't, bro. Everybody knew Dirk didn't play on defense. But what could you say when Dirk going out there scoring 30, 40, he win the game? I mean, I can't say nothing. He win the game for me. But we know you not playing no defense, fam. It's a European thing, bro. Like, bro, I heard it. I heard it from Stephen A. The Europeans don't play much physicality in that game, bro. So you don't expect.
You know, coming from Europe, I mean, they run
so much,
shoot.
Yeah, they run. They gonna run the ball down
and shoot that motherfucking ball.
Even when the USA, bro, when USA played France, it wasn't no like they weren't stopping the physicality wise, bro. They couldn't hold USA. When you got somebody like Curry running around and shooting the three, like you can't stop that. Yeah. You gotta get physical, bro. You feel me? MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Should have been MVP.
So it's just
got that bottle pop.
It's like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like defense wins games, bro. You know what I'm saying? I seen the clip. They were so scared that Pippen was just as good as Jordan. But I'm like, who gonna say something when you got Michael Jordan out there doing what he's doing?
No, that's what they say because now watch this.
He was good.
People say he was good.
It's because the name, bro.
At one time, when Jordan was gone,
that's the time.
Best player in the world.
That's when they knew.
And they won more games.
That's when they knew. That's what they said.
But they didn't get to the motherfucking fight.
They the chip.
They didn't have enough.
With Pippen, you gotta have Batman around.
No, even when he left, when Jordan left, he was still producing at the level of when greatness was there. You know what I'm saying? Just when
he gonna guard the best player. He guard the point. Who does that?
No, Pippen.
I'm talking about Jordan. Jordan is guarding the point guards, bro.
He's guarding the point guards.
People was guarding folks who didn't. The people didn't want to guard.
He was telling Pippen to guard this nigga.
Hey, go. Hey, I need to go get him. I ain't gonna do that. Hey, he ain't going Iverson. Pippen did. You know? Yeah, he ain't going Iverson.
Shit about Allen Iverson because Allen Iverson got him.
He got him the shimmy.
I watched that whole game.
Yeah, he got him the shimmy.
I watched that whole game. Allen Iverson did him. He went back. He gave and one time, Allen went down, got an N1, and Allen was like, "None of these motherfuckers can hold me.
Yeah.
You can't hold me. He can't hold me. He can't hold me. You either, Jordan."
Yeah.
Jordan was like, give me the ball.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah,
Game over. Don't get to talking.
Yeah.
Don't get to talking.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna say nothing about 6 championship rings. Allen Iverson was my guy.
Yeah, that's my guy.
A.I.s was
That's
my guy. And you look at all the greats, they say, because again, I say watching.
Right.
Watching. Everybody watch Jordan. Stop that comparison shit.
But look,
what player that's made a shoe where people have skipped work, called in, camped out, tinted, at 4 o'clock in the morning, waiting? I ain't gonna do it.
Okay, look, I got a question.
To buy some Jordan.
I got a question. Was Jordan playing the game that wasn't standard in the NBA? Was he playing the game that was taught to him by somebody else that wasn't in the league?
Jordan played with one of the greatest basketball coaches in history.
He was coached by himself.
And when you have
elite coach, you see what I'm saying?
Talent. When you have talent, and then you have a coach that says you are talented, but this.
Nah, he was coached by Phil.
Fundamental.
He was coached by some.
I'm talking about the coach.
Oh, I'm talking about the coach that coached him like by himself. You know what I'm saying? Was he like Italian or some shit like that? Yeah, he got coached by himself. No.
Jordan with the North Carolina.
No, I'm talking about in the NBA, he got coached by himself. He didn't get coached by Phil. Like personal, he had a personal coach. Michael Jordan had a personal coach.
You talking about Jordan?
Yeah. Jordan had a personal coach. That's what they was talking about. Like, bro, he got coached by a personal coach. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a trainer.
Yeah, a personal trainer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a personal trainer.
But see, training and coaching is different. No, watch this. When Jordan, okay, when Phil Jackson took over, Phil Jackson put the triangle office in. Yeah. He told Michael. He said, Michael hated Phil. Yeah. Michael did not like Phil.
Yeah.
Because he taking the ball out of my hands.
Right.
He said, Michael, we're going to, and when you tell Michael Jordan, we're going to give other players a chance to score, not just you. Then you're stepping on my say, bro, for real. I'm Michael motherfucking Jordan. Now I'm thinking that's what he's thinking. He said he didn't like Phil. How can you take the ball out of his hands and he still lead the league in scoring?
Yeah.
With the triangle offense, now everybody can touch the ball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Phil Jackson is a genius when it comes to
that
coaching.
Goes back to what we're talking about. You got to move the defense. You got to move the ball.
That's what that triangle offense, where the ball goes, the player has to go.
Yeah.
It's just like, see, man to man is the same as a zone. Yeah, it's the same shit. Yeah. In the 2-3 zone, you're covering the area. Yeah. You're covering the area, but you still got to cover the ball and the man, and you're covering the area. Man to man, you got to cover this man, and you still got to depend on the area,
right?
Because you got to talk,
right?
You'll see back then. See, these jokers is switching now. Yeah. Back then, ain't no switch.
You running through the pick. You running through the pick. Yeah, I'm going through the pick.
No. You got to run through.
Sure.
Now they so lazy that I got them switched. No, fuck that. I got my man.
They're catching an offensive charge on the
I got my man. Check. You know what I'm saying? If it get out of hand, then help me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we work together as a group. We got not one player. Michael Jordan was the best, is the best ever, but he needed, it's 4 more please. He can't take the ball out by himself.
Face.
He can't take the ball out.
It's scary, but Pippen was right there with him, bro.
And Michael Jordan gave him his flowers.
He did.
When you sing 23, you saw 33.
Yeah.
And Scottie Pippen is a complete idiot. Scottie, you stupid, bro. You need to stop smoking, Scottie. I hope you see this. Quit smoking, bro. Michael Jordan, he was a bad player. He wasn't a good teammate. He took bad shot. Motherfucker, you got 6 rings with Jordan. You didn't do it when he left. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Michael Jordan gave that dude his flowers. You mad at what? Now, maybe it's because when you and your wife came over, or when y'all hung out, she was looking at your son, looking at Jordan's son. You know what I'm saying? She ended up dating his son.
Little Mike looking a little right. Yeah. Little Mike looking a little right. Yeah.
He out there doing every drug out there with his dumb ass. Like, dude, for real. Yeah, you crazy, man. But anyway, man, it's you know.
Speaking of that, Zion, man,
you know,
for fucking on porn stars. That's what the goofy ass did for fucking on porn stars.
Hey, when you black and you high profile, bro, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's waiting for you.
Hey, look,
y'all better leave him alone. Y'all better leave him alone. I'm telling.
Hey, look, man. I'm tell y'all.
No, just find your little simple broad and just sit down, bro. Yeah,
Look.
I do some.
bro.
Hey.
Feel better, bro.
Nah, for real.
Zion, I'll give you a break because you nigga, you ain't been in the league that long.
Yeah.
But
He been
Shannon
long
Sharp,
enough.
nigga, you goddamn almost 60, bro. You should know better, bro. You should know fucking better, bro.
Monique told
Hey,
you.
look.
Monique told you.
Hey, you in a situation to where you get set up.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
You hop
When you're a
outside.
black man, when you're a black man in America, and you shining like a lamp
Yeah.
in the darkest night,
Yeah.
you're subjected to get set up.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't give a shit
I ain't
if
gonna
it's
say every single black
not every single,
but
not every single.
majority.
No.
And I'm
I'm
gonna say
saying
this,
that.
my
I'm saying
personal
every black
opinion.
man.
My personal opinion, when Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay
Yeah.
and spit that shit he was spitting,
Yeah.
you pissed off a lot of people.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp got huge.
Yeah.
After that,
Hey man, let me tell you something. It's coming from the lifestyle that I'm bringing.
Yeah.
And I talk to a lot of people, and most people they judge me for being a P
Yeah.
or whatever, and I don't give a shit.
Right.
But and I'm gonna use Kobe Bryant. I love you, man. Miss you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use him as an
I'll be.
example. Kobe messed with somebody that liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said something about Shaq. I should have been like Shaq and got a prostitute. You fucking should have. You should have. You know why? Because you wouldn't have been in that shit.
Nah, facts.
You didn't rape that girl. You was with a white girl, and it could be any kind of
Any girl.
But you was with somebody that liked you.
Yeah.
And you liked her too.
Yeah.
You cannot fuck her.
Yeah, bro.
And be with her. And you got to think about her parents.
Facts. How they finna retaliate?
Kobe Bryant. Oh, he's a good player.
No, we're gonna
You
sue
can't
him.
do
We're gonna
nothing.
sue him.
I don't want you to do anything.
Yeah, we're gonna sue
When
him.
you find out that you with my daughter, and then a friend like he's with Kobe. Oh, dollar sign.
Yeah.
Dollar signs. You better freaking. I'm gonna go to church and I'm gonna tell everybody that you
Even with the
having
R.
sex
Kelly.
with a black man.
Even with the R. Kelly shit. Like her
They
parents.
get you, bro. Like they get you. And look, I mess with white girls. I mess with all women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And black women don't really mess with me.
Yeah.
And I don't stick around and find out no more. I don't. I quit doing that shit when they saw me hoop.
Yeah.
But it's too late. Them
Yeah.
Mexican girls and them white girls like me.
On it.
So I'm finna go with what like me. I don't
But
chase
you know, everybody like us, bro. Always.
everybody because we kings. We been kings, bro.
Facts.
I read a book when I was in the penitentiary, man. It said it was entitled "We Came Before Them."
Yeah.
So people think that Indians was the first over here.
Nah, we was.
It was Africans over here, bro. Africans worship. When they draw, that's they speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, communicating with.
Yeah.
You can see artifacts.
That was
And
calligraphy back then.
they had artifacts of black
Facts.
kings.
Yeah.
With the gold and all
Yeah.
that shit. You know, all that gold and diamond shit come from Africa. You know what I'm saying? So the book was they came before us. And it's like the Indians worship
Us.
Africa.
Yeah.
You know, so of course they see
dark-
us
they dark
and they
like
want
us.
us. They see
It
that.
was black Indians.
And-
You know what I'm
and-
saying?
Like I said, I went to Lubbock Christian University my freshman year. I had no business at that school, long story. But I was dating white girls that never seen a black person in real life.
Wow.
Only on TV.
Wow.
Only on TV.
Wow.
You know, and this is in 1988.
You know why they do that though? It's because like it's been sheltered, bro. Like you know how not being able the church kids, bro, they ain't even been able to go outside.
Not even church kids, but it's been sheltered.
They start showing out.
Yeah.
The parents.
And the parents not allowing them to go outside and see shit, bro.
Look.
They want to rebel. They want to.
That's it. And it's always, and I can share these stories. It's always one particular young lady that I was dating. Be friends, but we can't date. Why? My mom and dad said I can't just come. I was like, what is the point of us being friends?
You feel me?
Because all of my relationships came from being friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you are friends and we're hanging out, feelings develop. You
Right.
cannot control
Feelings.
what the heart gonna give out.
Facts.
You can't control that. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a point where they looked past me being this skin tone.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I want to be with you.
Yeah.
And then you can't give a damn about what people think.
Facts.
Because I didn't. Now, God We all have our assignment from God. Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of us just don't know.
Right.
We figure it out when we get older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
So when you have your assignment from God, then you'll know. I knew what my assignment was.
yeah.
Because I made friends with some KKK motherfuckers before. I knew what my assignment was. And that's to bring people together and stop looking at color.
Right.
That's part of me.
Right.
And I'm not talking about you,
Right.
you. I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
'Cause
know, at the end of the day, color don't matter.
it doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't.
We all the same.
It doesn't.
We're the same, we're the same.
And
Colorblind is the white man's game. You know what I'm saying?
They start that shit.
Yeah.
Because you can have the projects right here in the hood.
Yeah.
And you can take a white brother, walk through there with confidence. Now, if you go through there being scared and fragile, they're going to say something to you.
Yeah.
But if you go through there confidence and, hey, man, I'm looking for JC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he live over there and walk with you.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Facts.
But JC walking that neighborhood with his all white folks. Here come a pickup truck.
By 3 on.
Check this out.
By 3 on. What?
911. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So somebody gonna approach you. What you doing here, boy?
Shit.
Huh, boy? What you doing here, boy?
Shit.
you lost, boy?
They turn us against each other. They make it about color.
Design.
So we don't see what they're doing up there.
Design. They
We
want
fighting
us.
each other, we're not gonna be able to see what their true intentions are, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
That's our problem.
that's what they
don't
make
stick.
it about race.
Yeah.
They make it, bro. Look at that shit going on now, bro. They try to make it about race, so we
But
fight each other.
to even take it further, the criminal justice system is so wicked, bro. It's so
Hey,
wicked.
man.
It ain't even for us. No matter
Hey,
which
look.
way or
You-
however benefit we can get from it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the U.S. Marshals was originally set up to snatch up slaves and run away.
I mean, the police itself is just a public servant. So all the extra that they do, period.
Do y'all know what how the police union was formed?
No, from the black
Slaves.
Yeah, well, off the
When you-
Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying?
When you are it goes deeper.
Yeah.
It goes
Okay.
way beyond.
When
When slaves ran away,
they got the police to chase us down to bring us the fuck.
it was the
Yeah.
good old boys. Hey, let's get
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
drink, get
And
them damn
eventually-
hound dogs,
Look,
and let's go chase them.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they would build these little shacks,
yo,
catch these runaway slaves. So they said, "Fuck it, let's make this out of a business." Now we're gonna call it jail.
Yeah.
yo.
Now we're gonna call it
Now,
police.
eventually-
Then we're gonna say
eventually-
deputy. Then we're gonna say sergeant.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
eventually
saying?
they turned
Lieutenants.
into US Marshals.
That's what it's what came from. It's for black folks. That's why they built.
deputy,
That's why they
sheriff officer,
built
yeah.
jails to house Negroes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody say house Negro.
Yeah.
To house us. Jails were built
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah,
Prisons
facts.
was built for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shackles,
then it gets out of
chains, and all that.
Then
Yeah.
the Civil
It gets out
Rights
of hand.
Act came into play, bro. Then they had to make it to where everybody went to jail.
Yeah.
And you know what's important when you say everybody went to jail? Because and I'm gonna, if it's okay, I'm gonna talk about my book
Yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick.
Yeah.
And then let me show it to you right here.
Yeah.
Because I went to prison for rape that never happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, back in the day, Medgar Evers is like Thomas Jefferson of the Declaration of Independence
Facts.
for the NCAA, for the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah.
Okay. He was gunned down in his yard, because he was a black man fighting for civil rights.
Right.
Then we got Malcolm, and then we got Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
We got all those brothers that died for civil rights, died for justice among black folks.
Facts.
So back then, they was putting dogs and hoses on black folks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
taking them to jail, putting false charges on them,
Yeah.
and then sending them to the penitentiary.
They did Michael Myers.
Now watch this. I'm about to make history, okay? With never ever going to jail, never getting arrested for rape charges, never getting arrested. Violation of due process, which these Negro leaders back in the day fought for.
Yeah.
Due process
Yeah.
of law.
That they trying to erase right now.
So
Yeah, facts.
history, this has never happened before ever. I didn't get arrested. I didn't get arraigned. I didn't have no court dates. I went to trial for some rape charges that never happened.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They made it
So
about last minute.
they use, if you know your Bible, Cain killed Abel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealousy. If that ain't black folks, I don't know what it is.
Facts.
Hey, man,
So
look,
when you are a black person
Yeah.
and you work in the organization, or you're in a situation of power
Yeah.
where you can help. I'm not saying just help us because you're black. help, do the right thing.
Yeah.
But when you are a black man and you have the opportunity to do great things for black people,
Yeah.
within reason and it being right,
Knowing it's wrong.
It's justice.
It being wrong, knowing it's
So
wrong.
when you turn on us, you're worse than the KKK.
Facts.
Yeah.
The brother that helped them do this to me, we played ball together. We graduated from Howard Payne University together. He helped them. And I'm saying, so
That's crazy.
the average person don't know the law.
Yeah.
I know the law like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm cold with it
Yeah.
because what I went through, I had to learn.
Right.
I had to force myself into learning how to live in the penitentiary,
Yeah.
being an innocent black man. And they was like, hey, man, you know what they do with people that have rape charges on? I said, I wish a motherfucker would run up on me because I walk with God. I wish you would. And I'm going to speak it. I told everybody about Mike, what you in here for? I didn't sugarcoat shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they gave me 8 years for raping a white girl with a gun to her head, allegedly.
With no evidence.
I ain't never owned a gun in my life.
Yeah.
I don't believe in guns. I ain't never been bad with my hands.
Yeah.
And I'm not that type of player. I ain't no gangster, but I'm G.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm G enough to talk to a motherfucker. If we get into it and you say you want to fight,
You gonna be a man.
hey man, let's go outside.
Yeah.
And you know, we gonna leave here and go outside. And guess what I'm gonna do? We gonna walk. We ain't gonna get on the elevator. We gonna walk the stairs and we gonna talk.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to talk to you about this ass whooping that you about to get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk you out of not wanting to fight because I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
I want to fight, and I don't want you to want to fight me. So we can be disagreeable without being violently disagreeable.
That's
You
a
feel me?
real man conversation.
Most people are not able to deal with their emotions, especially men,
Yeah.
the correct way. They're not able to have conversations.
A real man conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Man to man, be honest, transparent, and express their feelings to another man correctly without feeling vulnerable or weak
Yeah.
and, you know, being looked at all crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they turn that into anger and want to
Aggression.
Just
put hands
because.
on people.
And I'm
know
glad
what
you
I'm
said that to all of you brothers. And I'm talking about, when I say brothers, I'm talking about white, Mexican, whatever. We got to stop that shit.
Yeah.
It ain't about being, remove that little word pride. That's a little bitty bitch ass word.
But
Man, your
you show,
pride will
leave
get you
that
in
out.
trouble.
but you never want to show your hand so easily that you don't know how to conduct yourself as a
Not just
man.
that, bro. Not
You know what I'm
just that.
saying?
A real man is able to control his emotions.
That's what I'm
high-pressure
saying.
situation.
You don't never want to give your hand up and be like, well,
Most
I'm finna do
successful
this.
is able to think in a high pressure situation
Yeah.
without getting their emotions involved.
Yeah.
They're able to compartmentalize and they're able to prioritize
Yeah.
their emotions.
But you know what? It's the punk ass women that they get involved with.
Facts.
The thing is,
Because they
bro,
hype that shit up.
the
Facts.
thing is, bro, whoever you dealing with shouldn't get you out of character.
Shouldn't.
You should be able to think with a cool mind. A clouded mind makes bad decisions. Clear mind
Facts.
makes good decisions, bro. No matter what
Facts.
the fuck you doing, bro. If you're able to think clear, you're able to make the best decision. That's why they say whenever you're angry, don't make a decision. Wait it out
Chill that shit
till
out.
you calm down and then make a decision.
Chill that shit out.
Because
Everything.
You're actually able to analyze and think with an open mind. Bro.
You always-
if you're mad, your emotions.
You always gotta
cloud
remain
everything.
G. You gotta
You
remain
ain't
G in
able
every
to
situation.
think, You're gonna think out of your emotions, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody does it, bro. If
Everybody.
you're male, female, transgender, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, bro. If you mad, you're gonna make a bad decision. But most of the time, you think about this when you're pissed off about some shit and you by yourself. You're over there talking crazy, talking about,
Yeah.
bro, I'm gonna kill this bitch or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, bro.
Mm-mm.
Thinking stupid.
Yep.
Thinking stupid. Because you in the moment, bro.
But it's,
Calm down, think about the shit later on, bro. Give it a day or two, maybe 3 days or a week, bro, depending on what it is. Think about it, then reanalyze it, bro.
True.
I guarantee you, you're gonna make the best decision
True.
every time.
Yeah.
True.
That's why I say never go to the grocery store when you're hungry, because you're going to go buy it.
Bro, you don't buy enough shit.
that's a very good
Hold on,
observation.
hold on. Never go to
Hey.
sleep. Never go to sleep
Hey,
hungry.
look,
Like, wake
You know,
up, now.
what I
Get
do,
there.
hey, what I do, man, is, and I always, because I cannot leave the creator out.
Facts.
You always, it's a
first.
personal
Always.
relationship with God is the key to living.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you walking with God, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're the biggest drug dealer in the man. When you got God, things work out.
Yeah.
Even
In your
if
favor.
something happens in that situation, God gonna do something. And you know what? How many times have you're on your way somewhere and you miss an exit and somebody cuts you off? You're like, you cuss like, you put like, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, I learned to
It's for a reason.
get that away from me.
Yeah, that's all
To think it's
why,
like,
why
okay, God got something.
I just missed my exit today, and I was like,
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when I done talked to God this morning.
The thing is, it might be a nigga that got pulled over. The next exit, it could have been you. That motherfucker that cut you off.
You see what I'm saying?
Everything,
my point.
Everything has a way of
when you ask God for help
in His precision plan.
And look, I'm speaking on that because when I got illegally convicted, it
makes you closer.
I've always had a relationship with God, no matter what.
It taught you something.
And when I was in college, I called myself a born again Christian. It was October the 13th. 1993.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
I remember those dates. And when I decided I was a born again Christian, I learned Christian values, and I'm like, I'm not a Christian. Because the great white Christian used to hang black folks and used to burn up churches with them sheets on and say, Christian. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that. So I developed into, I am a believer.
Yes.
I am I'm a child of God like each and every one of us.
Yes.
Even the people that don't believe in God belong to God.
Yes.
So when I do my walk, I do my walk. So when I got locked up, and I was like, even being in that lifestyle, my girls used to walk in and see me on my knees praying, and then they would walk out. And when I got locked up, I always in my letter, God bless, peace to you. Always, even when I was in college. And when I was sending out letters, they was like, "Oh, he want to be this godly person now." And one of my chicks was like, "He always been about that." Even when we was doing our thing, getting money, you know. So when I got locked up, and I sat there, and I talk about this.
I'm gonna say the girls in there vouch for you though.
I talk about
in the back. They vouch for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And it was one point where I had a breakdown, and I'm like, God, you saw what they did.
Yeah.
Now, me being a pimp in this lifestyle, I didn't deserve this. I haven't done anything to anybody in this lifetime to deserve what they did to me and how they did it. Okay. And I'm like, I'm having a problem. So what I did, and again, you read this and you'll get it.
Make sure y'all buy
and it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon.
For real.
It's on Amazon. And it's on Amazon. And I was sitting there, and you pass time with playing cards, dominoes, you know what I'm saying?
I understand, bro. I don't talk about my past too much, but I've been just paying attention to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I know.
You know then. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't. And then my son was 3 years old, and my son was molested. Well, you know, them doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? That would have never happened.
Yeah, in the real world, never.
So, and I'm like, God, I can't even fool with you no more. So I reached out to some darkness, and I said, Satan, I need you to get me out. You can have my soul. I don't give a damn, because I ain't no rapist. You know what I'm saying? You know what kind of women I had? You know, I had some of the coldest women in Dallas. You know what I mean? For them to say I raped somebody, bro. Come on, man. That's what they used to do to us back in the day. You know? So I'm like, Satan, I'm going to give you 2 weeks. Get me out of here. Protect me, because I know you have the power. You have the power, and I know you have to go to God before you can take somebody. You got to go to him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. And I said, if you can get me out of this, let me get back to my son. You can have my soul, because I don't give a damn. I just want to get my son up. Let me get him into college, and then you can destroy me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't belong here. Them 2 weeks went by. I was having a hard time. And then I went back, because God is going to tell you yes or no.
Sorry to cut you off, bro.
That's okay.
God's going to break you down to a point to where you need him and build you back up to what you're supposed to.
Not even break it down. He gonna sit a test. All that was a test.
Hey man,
You see what I'm saying?
The hardest. That's the hardest thing
That's why I said
No.
I wanted to know where your mind was at, bro.
My mind, and then I'm
You
kind of answering your question.
Yeah, you is.
Because my mind was.
That's what would happen, though. I would imagine.
I said it, bro. You said you did some pen time.
Yeah, I did.
After I got illegally convicted, you know how long I sat in the county? 34 months.
Hold on. Hold on.
That's
Hold on. That's after knowing like they gave him a whole nother trial.
Didn't tell me I was granted a new trial. They granted me. I went to trial. I'm not
went to trial.
I went to trial. They
and
granted him a whole
guilty.
nother trial, but didn't tell me.
Did not tell
That's
me.
cold blooded.
It's in the book. I have a copy of the motion for new trial.
You doing that?
I'm saying.
Now watch this. Being that you've been through the system,
Yeah.
they granted me a new trial, and then they made up some PR bonds saying that I was released.
They gave you a PR bond.
No, they made him up. They said he was gone.
Me.
Yeah, they
I
said he
have
was gone.
It's all in there. It's all in there.
Yeah, I got you.
Hold on, G. Hold on. Because I read up on it. Hold on. It's crazy. If you ever been to the pen, if you catch chain, if you on a chain with somebody, bro, you on like what, 100 dudes. You see everybody getting booked in, bro. When it comes for you to get booked in, and they ain't got your name on that list, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, you know how that make you feel.
You don't know what he's saying. And by me saying this, so it's like this. If I tell you a scripture, and if you about the Bible and stuff like that, and I tell you a scripture, you're gonna want to read it. That's how I was. I ain't gonna, So I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell the viewers. They'll want to buy the book if I tell you this. So you know about the system.
Okay.
You know about the system. Now, when they call you out on that chain, they give you what? A blue card.
Yeah, they give you a blue card.
You know where you're going.
Yeah, you know exactly where you're going.
They called me out on chain.
Well, nah, when I went, they didn't give you that. They stopped that.
Okay.
So you.
But this back then, though. You gotta remember this back then.
This was back then when you went.
This back then.
I went in 2011.
2011.
Yeah,
Okay.
2011.
Well,
you didn't know where you was going.
Everything electronic.
Well,
Everything electronic by
they gave me
then.
a blue card in 2013.
Yeah.
Oh,
This back then, bro.
2013.
Oh yeah.
I was in the county 34 months.
This so back then they told him to pencil him in.
Watch this.
Yeah,
So
blue card. Hold on, bro.
So
because I didn't get none of that. Bro.
they gave us this blue, had your information. Everybody had it. When
Yeah,
it was
you
two
know the little shit.
Oh, you talking about with your info?
Yeah. Okay. So
you didn't know where you was going until you got there.
No, okay, yeah, you're right. They just had some stuff on there. So we ended up going to the holiday unit. Now, during this time, when everybody was there, and I'm like, wow, this is it. And everybody's talking. I seen a couple of cats like, hey, man, ain't you Mr. Sin? I'm like, yeah, who are you? Well, man, remember? Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, woo. So we talking. So I began to relax.
Yeah.
But here I go to this next journey. So we get to the holiday unit. Now you know, right? So you know, when you get there, you take off them county clothes. They giving you some. You get some boxers. You lining up against that wall.
Not to butt.
And the officers come down. What's your name?
Yup.
Checking you out.
Yup.
She came down this lane.
Give me your number.
She came down this damn line. You stand over here.
Stop by me. You fat.
She's
Hold on. Say it. Hold on.
What? Let me finish the story. Now we went in the cage. Everybody. No, I'm looking at that bottom. My hair down to my shoulders. So I'm looking at boxer shirt.
They on their way.
We got on the boxer shirts. We're lining up. She's checking people. So, your name? You stand over here. I don't have time for that. She go down the whole list.
Everybody went through.
So she said she don't got time for that
because she couldn't
put you
find
out
my
to the
name.
side.
She couldn't find my name.
Hold on,
now watch
this.
this.
Another thing you gotta think of. It's back then.
If you go down the whole list and you got one person over there, don't you gotta have somebody on there that you just check?
Come on.
And then left you there.
Name was not on the list. She said, "Give me your name." I took my armband off.
You had a number?
The blue armband from the county.
Yeah,
you know your county number. Just took my armband off. She said, "I'll be back." She come back. She say, "Do you have a federal conviction?" I was like, "No, I have an illegal 8 years, and I stand on illegal."
Facts.
Okay. I'll be back. She come back. Your name is not listed to be in the county nowhere.
Oh, boy.
I mean, in TDC nowhere.
Boy.
How the hell did you get to this unit?
How you get on the
Now
bus,
she mad at
man?
me.
How you get on the
Now she
bus?
mad at me.
How you get on the bus, bro?
The thing is, bro, they got all your information before you even.
She mad at me.
Bro, when you getting pushed through,
Hey, bro.
boy, they gonna put you on the bus, bro.
So watch
Hey, this man right here, just put him on the bus. Chain him up with the rest of them.
She
Put
go
him on the
back.
bus.
Now, I'm gonna get to the point why they just put my ass on the bus.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I'm gonna get to the.
Like, you gotta give them your number before you even
You
go.
tripping, bro?
But nah, bro, you gotta give them your number before you even go to the cell. Like before you even catch the
chain. Yeah. But I'm saying this is why this shit is illegal. So she went back and she said, I'm finna put your ass on a bus, on a van back to Dallas County. I was like, bet. I'm waving at the barber chair because my hair just got braided down here.
Bro, so he's finna get his hair chopped off.
I'm like, I ain't finna get my shit shaved. I'm finna go. Now
Now
I'm finna get their ass, right? Now watch this. Watch this here. For 2.5 hours, she stood there with me and we talked and I told her my entire story. Okay, she goes and she come back shaking her head and she hugs me. You know the officer can't touch you.
Yeah, hell no.
She put her arms around me. She said, you better not let these bastards get away with this. Do you want to know what they told me? I said, what did they tell you? She said, I've been an officer working for TDC for over 14 years. I ain't never heard no pencil you in. They told her to pencil me in.
He already there.
She said
he already there. Just write his name on the.
No, they had to make phone calls, bro.
They had to make phone calls
because they had to call back to Dallas County and ask them, how the fuck did this man get on this chain bus?
Where were you at?
In Dallas.
Dallas County, but like what city?
Dallas. This happened out of
This in the D, bro. This
happened out of Dallas County. Calvin Johnson is the sellout.
That's why I said imagine
this to me. That's kind of crazy.
Nah, that's why I said imagine your little situation, bro. You ain't did nothing to ever get convicted for what you did, bro. And they put you on a bus, bro, and told you to pistol. You did what you did. But I'm just saying, imagine.
And no judgment. No judgment.
I was young.
But watch this.
I was 18.
Let me back up from the trip to the county. Being in there, what I did do was occupy my time wisely. Learned the law. Learned your shit. I learned how to speak your language. I can get a judge to talk to me on the fucking writ. You know what I'm saying? I know how to go and get code of criminal procedures and put that shit in a writ to give it power to get the motherfuckers to speak to me.
Right.
They forgot that I'm a black man that's an athlete, but I was a fucking educational athlete.
Right. That's why I said
I got my degree and I worked for it.
Yeah.
So I know how to research. A student athlete.
Yeah.
Okay. So I learned the law. I got myself. Now watch this. You know what a PR bond is? A personal recovery bond?
Yeah.
You can't get no PR bond for no rape charges.
Yeah,
not a judge in the country gonna give you no PR bond.
Hell no.
Bro.
So anything that's a felony, state jail, or other, you can't get a PR bond.
How about
it has to be a misdemeanor or less.
They made up some PR bonds before.
So he had some. Here you go.
They said you had PR bonds for
rape,
bro. It was like an F2, right?
Man, that the sexual assault charge.
Some could be F1
too.
2 to 20.
2 to 20, yeah.
But he got documentation saying he got a couple of them. He been released already, bro. Why you still in jail?
You had the document,
bro, I got documents
it's in the book
from him. I ain't make that shit up. Now watch this. So when I learned the law, I got myself before Judge Lewis. And then I had this damn attorney. She came to see me first before I had to court mad, frowning. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Are you Senrick Wilkerson? I'm like, yeah, you came to see me. They called me out. They ain't gonna make that mistake. I'm like, hold on, let's stop. Why you got an attitude?
Right.
I'm like, hey, look here. I know you're on that side. Just give me this. Get me the court data. I'm gonna get it because I got you here. Now, what I did, I filed anytime you see anybody that get out of prison on a rape charge with the DNA, there's a Chapter 64. It's called Chapter 64 DNA test.
Facts.
I filed a Chapter 64 DNA test. I know they don't have no DNA test.
After you got out?
No, I did that while I was in.
Okay.
I know they don't have.
Trying to get an appeal.
They don't. They didn't have anything to match because the police never investigated these rape charges. I know they don't have nothing to. I know
no evidence, no nothing. No evidence, no nothing.
Don't have no.
Bro, you gotta have an arrest.
statements.
You gotta have an arrest. They didn't
Nothing.
even
The
arrest
girl
him.
was in jail on 3 felony charges when they filed these
They
rape
don't
charges
have no
on me.
video being
Nothing,
questioned.
nothing, bro.
None of that.
In fact,
What
the
fuck are they even?
the Dallas Police Department, right to this day, say that they didn't file these charges and they don't
So
have the
you
records.
just might have just fit the description of some shit.
No, they had his
That
name
was,
on.
man, they was
The way they got
the
him in
lawyer
there.
set me up, bro.
Yeah, the way they got him in
The
there,
lawyer
something
did
like, bro,
that.
we got warrants, this and that.
No, watch that. Hold on, let me tell you a story about how this all. So when I go before
You
Judge
must have got
Lewis,
off on some shit in the past.
Judge Lewis, nope,
Pissed them off.
nope, I ain't
It's
never
all
been
over
in
abroad,
trouble.
bro.
Now watch this.
All over
Judge
abroad.
Lewis was like, you keep arguing and complaining about you not being arrested in the rain for these charges. You have to get arrested in the rain before you go to trial.
Facts.
I said, that's my point.
Facts.
So this lawyer, she said, Your Honor, he waived his arraignments. I said, what?
How you do that? How you do that?
That's what the
there?
white woman said. Her
How you
name
do
is
that
Julie
there?
Lesser.
The lawyer.
The lawyer said
How you do
he
that
waived
there?
his arraignment. Now, let me tell you when she said I waived my arraignments. She said, let me show him, Your Honor. They
They
falsified a fucking transcript that said, what's this? After we picked out the jury, the next day I waived my arraignments. That's unheard of.
That's crazy.
We gonna pick out a jury.
Cause they tell you when they got you. They tell you when you got a jury.
Come on, bro.
They tell you like, hey, boy, hey, we just made up a jury for you. Woo this and that. Boom, boom.
But
They
the
tell
next
you
day I
that.
waived my arraignments.
Come
I was
on,
like,
now.
that's a damn lie. I did that. You a lie. And then she say, is this your argument that you believe that you wasn't arrested for these charges? I was like, what the hell you talking about? Believe? I know I never got arrested for I done been arrested before. I didn't get arrested for these rape charges. Well, it's not required that you be arrested. I said, so you could just be walking down the street and say, hey, come to trial. We finna try you for a murder charge. Is that how y'all do it?
Come
No, I
on,
don't
bro.
think so. So the judge like, we're not gonna get nothing done. Give it. I was like, okay, cool. All I did was get them to show their hand. That's all I was doing. I was
That's it.
making a trail.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks later, I get before Judge Fred Tinsley. I filed a petition to expunge the arrest records. You can't expunge some arrest records that don't exist.
Right.
But like I'm saying is, I'm playing their game.
Yeah.
I'm getting them to show their hand that
Right.
they don't have none.
Right.
So I go before Judge Tinsley. He had this attitude, and that's how they are, because they look at us like you're a fucking criminal.
Like you already convicted.
Yeah.
And then when I got the spitting, that motherfucker, he was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you didn't get arrested and didn't get arraigned on these rape charges and you went to trial? I said, under the penalty of perjury. I said, if you can find an arrest report and they can show it to you and show some video,
Send me
because
back.
when you get booked in, it's video.
Well,
When you get magistrate,
yeah.
it's video. I said, if you show me that, I'll sign a 10-year plea agreement and I don't want no parole.
Hold on. This is make it even better, bro. They recording you as soon as you pull in and check in
Exactly.
before they open the gate
Exactly.
to go inside.
None of that
With them
happened, man.
handcuffs on.
None of that
I
happened.
said, under the penalty of perjury, I never got arrested. Man, he said, give me names. Give me the cop. I was like, oh, thank you. Well, I was in handcuffs.
God.
I was in handcuffs. I was like, thank you. Oh, I'm finna get action.
Yeah.
He dismissed my petition, which I knew he was, because that's a petition to expunge records. So he had to rule on that,
Facts.
under the rule.
Facts.
Now watch this.
I mean, there was nothing for him to revoke.
Exactly. And at this time, I didn't know I was granted a motion for new trial.
That's what I'm
This
saying. They gave you a little
I'm on
motion.
month 34 in this fucking county.
Mm.
Okay. So 2 weeks later, now I used to watch Young and the Restless. The guards, the female guards, now I was sweet on the ladies and they was sweet on me. You know what I'm saying?
It's Dallas.
So Dallas County, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So it was these two particular officers. They would pull me out and ask me what happened on Young and the Restless because they don't watch it. But I watch it. That was our shit. And I was trying to chop it back. You know what I'm saying? So I was watching Young and the Restless, and they came and got me. And she was like, Wilkerson, come here. I'm like, what's up, baby? And it's always, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
She said, come here. And then the other one came out. She said, no, let's get off camera. Like, okay, what's up?
Yeah.
We know you fighting your case, but what's going on? I was like, what you mean? She said, shit, the sheriffs want us to come get you. I'm like, so shit, let's go. Bro, we go into now we in the sheriff's office, and the sheriff was like, hey, y'all can leave. Mm.
They were
And the
questioning.
motherfucker got up. One was behind the computer, and the other one, and I talk about this in my book, and the other one was sitting there on the couch. That motherfucker got up and locked the door.
Hello.
And I was like,
oh yeah.
and I'm over there, I'm like, in the name of Jesus. No, hell no, no.
Nah.
I'm like, in the name of Jesus, we finna do some
finna
David
get
and
to
Goliath type
We
shit.
finna get to it.
Lord, I need you to get with me because I'm finna tear these motherfuckers up.
We finna get to it.
I'm finna bite, scratch.
Yeah.
One of us
Ain't gonna make it out this room.
One of them motherfuckers gonna die if they kill me.
One of them ain't gonna make it out
You
this
know what I'm
room.
saying?
Yeah.
And that's on God. And I'm like getting my mind prepared to go into this battle because I know too much.
Yeah.
I know too much that's gonna hurt the state of Texas with this illegal conviction. I'm in the county still. I'm in the county still. See, I backed up. So watch this.
He really didn't make it to the pen. They made it.
North Tower or South Tower?
North.
Oh, I was in the north too. I was in the north too.
You in the jungle.
Now watch this here. The officer from the computer, he gets up and goes out. And I look and I was like, okay. I'm like, hey man, Young and the Rest is on. Y'all interrupted my Young and the Rest time.
This nigga up early in the morning.
Hey, got to.
Young and the Rest is
Got to.
because I wrote every day for 7 years, every day.
It's crazy.
Every day.
It's crazy.
So I'm like, look, man, y'all interrupting my soap opera time, bro. What's up? He said, Mr.
Hey.
Wilkerson, that's what he said. He said, Mr. Wilkerson, I got a level with you. You are absolutely right. I said, right about what? He said, we've been reading all of your stuff and we're trying to figure out how they got away with this. Got away with what? I'm like, say, bro, stop. You speak ABCs to me and stop speaking Chinese because I don't speak Chinese. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you supposed to get arrested in the rain before you with the trial on those new charges. So I was like, I know.
Hello.
Again, I'm like, okay, God, I got action again because I'm with these sheriffs. And they came in. Who was the lawyer? Calvin Johnson. And them motherfuckers did like this. Calvin Johnson done sit a lot of black men in prison, man. But he did some illegal shit to me. He's a fucking lawyer, bro. He's a lawyer still. I graduated from college with him.
You paid for him.
I didn't pay him for them sex charges. Because I didn't know I was going to trial for them sex charges until this judge that was a retired judge voted off the bench. My trial was in a drug court where they decipher bond hearings.
A drug court?
You hear that? You already said?
A drug court. I went to trial and went home. My brother Calvin called my mother and said, hey, nobody can come to trial in your family.
So, like, the thing is, bro, depending on the rape charge, we're not condoning none of this.
Yeah.
It could be a second or first degree.
It was second degree.
Yeah. So, but it's in a higher court. That's what I'm saying. It's in a higher court than a drug charge, unless you fucking Frank Lewis or something.
This was a court where they decipher bond hearings.
That's wild, bro.
That's what this. And my brother tried to show up.
See, that's like when you get in the rain.
Exactly. Okay. That's what court. That's that court. That's one of those court we was in. And it was an auxiliary court. They don't do trials in auxiliary courts.
Yeah, that's just arraignment, bro.
My brother.
That's when the first few hours when you get into. That's the booking. That's the booking process.
Yeah.
My brother tried to show up, bro, and they walked him out. They escorted him out of the building.
Crazy.
So now back to this story. When I'm like, okay, I got action. They send me back. We can get a hold of you. A week later, that's when I got called out on chain. The DA, who was Craig Watkins at the time, a fucking crackhead. Yeah, he was on that shit. You know, he died, 3 months or last year? He died. Wow. He died on that shit. So he was responsible for that. He get this motherfucker out this county. The prosecutor that did this shit, they fired her ass. She ain't there no more. She's not there. So I'm on point with shit. I'm going through it. And to answer your question, I still go through it. That's why I'm in the gym. If y'all don't see me at 24 Hour Fitness, I'm at Planet Fitness over there. Where I have to get there because I have to keep my mind clear.
Facts.
I have to.
Don't do that. Hold on, bro. Don't do that, bro. No, he be more at 24 than he be at Petty.
Oh yeah, I do.
You know
I'm just saying.
Hey, 24. Go to 24.
Yeah, that's the shit. That's my shit.
365 on North Central Highway, man. Come on, man.
They're the cheapest. They got everything you need.
Hey,
but 24 or Planet Fitness is in the small towns, bro.
It's. I live in East Dallas in a horrible neighborhood, and my son, he's not allowed to go outside, because of over there.
Right.
And it's real sex offenders over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to Caleb.
Yeah.
He hooked me up with the membership because I met him at Planet.
Yeah.
And then he's like, man, I'm going to 24. I'm like, that used to be my joint. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up catching the membership over there.
Yeah.
So I'm over at 24 hours. Go to 24 hours to shit. I'm saying that I have to keep myself in the gym.
McKinney, 9:30 on Fridays, we be hooping.
I might have to get up there one day. But yeah, man, it's just, again, answering your question is I have to keep myself sane. I had one fight the entire 7 years I was locked up. One.
You better than me.
And
somebody can
because, like I said, everybody has an assignment with God.
Facts.
A part of my assignment. Now I know I wasn't supposed to be there, but I was there, and I know God protected me.
Yeah.
Because I had old school career offenders, career criminals.
Yeah.
Look out, youngster.
I'm gonna put you on some game.
You can make it at any unit the way you conduct yourself.
That's how everybody conduct themselves.
But not to cut you off, bro.
Yeah.
You said everybody had their assignment,
Mm-hmm.
but like everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's your testimony.
Oh, absolutely.
God put you through that situation so you can testify to other people going through the same situation or a similar situation. And it made you a stronger person in the long run.
Yeah,
so
I'm
basically, and you was saying that.
And the thing is, bro, now you got something to.
But
the
look,
world.
and you saying that, that's why I want y'all to cross paths. So you can be able to be comfortable enough to able to tell your testimony too, bro.
Yeah.
Because I know y'all, you went through the same thing, but you really did yours. You know what I'm saying? You really did yours.
Yeah.
So coming across a man who didn't do it.
No judgment, bro. I came from Compton, California, bro.
Okay.
It's a real fast life.
Facts.
Yeah, no judgment.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And so like, I brought the shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do the same
They
thing.
don't play no games.
Yeah, play no game. They do.
California, you get away with a lot more shit than what you can in Texas.
Facts.
And likewise for myself too. I've been locked up too, but I mean, how you conduct yourself you walking through the darkness, bro. It speaks, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna say this, bro. One thing about life, whatever situation you're going through doesn't make you
Yes.
as a person. Always grow.
Yes.
Every day become 1% better than
what you were. Yep.
Look to seek knowledge and understanding.
Facts.
And you can learn from anything in every situation.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you going out making the same mistakes, that's where it becomes an issue. Learn from the mistake that you make, and never make the same mistake twice.
Facts.
Let me say this. There's a lady. She's 82 years old, and she works out at 24. Y'all seen her before. If I point
Indian lady?
Her name is Marilyn.
Okay.
Sweetheart, loved me to death, and I love her back. I met her husband, and the first time I always say hi. Y'all know I'm friendly. Okay, and that's part of my counseling to myself is to be friendly with everybody.
Being friendly, bro, also to network.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're able to talk to people and be a people person, gravitate towards people, it just brings
and so when I always spoke to her, and it was New Year's last New Year, and I said, "Hey, how was your New Year's?" And she said, "Will you finally talk to me?" This lady's 82 years old.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." So we sat out on the bench right there by that little bench right there by y'all desk. Yeah. We sat right there and we talked, and she said, "You just look like you got yourself together." And I was like, "Well, I'm going through it." You know what I'm saying? And this, and then I told her. She said, "I would never guess that in a million years that you was a rapist. It just don't fit you." This lady hugged me and cried.
Wow.
Bro, because the thing is, bro, you know, if you're conscious and aware and looking to be better, you don't become a product of your environment. You know what I'm saying?
But discernment will, you know what I'm saying, have you feeling as if a person either did it or a person didn't do it. Off of energy. Energy never lies, bro.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
saying? Genuine
Look.
niggas, bro, they always.
So
you know what I'm saying?
when I stand next to a person, I get weird. I get weirdness from you. Yeah, you might be there.
I was at
once they get something solid, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
if you
for
a
sure.
solid nigga, though,
I know
Watch
for
this.
sure.
niggas a nigga.
I know for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Watch this. I was at the Bridgeport unit, and officers it was this one officer, I can't remember his name, and I'm in the mail room. I mean, I'm getting called out every day. They calling me to the mail room every day because I'm on their ass.
Yeah.
Every unit, I'm on their ass.
Well, wait.
And now you know the penitentiary, they don't like writ writers on there.
Yeah. But you know, anybody at that computer, they going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, Wilkerson, I don't know what you did to get away, but I know you innocent because I ain't seen nobody work that hard.
You feel me?
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
This white brother happened to be a young minister at a church. He sat down. He wore tears in his eyes when I told him my situation. He said, "I got to do something. I got to do something."
Thanks.
So about 2 months later, I was walking. Everybody, what's up, Pippen? What's up, man? What's up? They would call me Pippen, Steph Curry when we hooped, or overseas because they, because you go ride. Yeah, I played overseas. So, I'm walking down. I'm going to the red yard. There some white dudes. Y'all listen to the Eagle station, the radio station.
I don't. I ain't gonna lie.
So this officer.
But this is back in the day, though.
This officer. This was back in 2016.
Okay.
The officer called into the radio station and talked to them and told them that I was incarcerated illegally fighting my case. They spoke about me on the radio.
Wow.
And these white dudes I ain't never seen before, they said, "Yeah, that's him. That's him." Because you know how it is.
Yeah, bro,
prison talk. Everything gonna carry.
You can
It's a different world.
Out
different world.
From about 10 units down. And
it's gonna come.
Yeah.
It's gonna. You gonna find it. It's different. It's another world.
You gonna find out about it, bro.
It's another world.
I don't know how it happens, but shit happens every time, bro.
It's a CO. A CO passing the word.
Yeah.
Down the
Hey man.
Through,
hey man. Look.
Niggas every day.
Different story.
From one unit to another. Every single fucking day, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I heard
over 100-some units in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is so goddamn big, bro.
Let me say this. Do you
They
really?
shut down a lot of them, though.
I want y'all to think about something. Do you know it's more people in prison in Texas for sex offenses than there is anything else?
Text. Yeah.
Because speaking of Zion Williams, women have too much power.
Yeah.
To say, because Rick,
Rick,
you date a girl, she can get mad and say you raped her. They ain't gonna ask you no question. They can come rape. They can come.
Well, you know, Texas is a women's state.
They're gonna arrest your ass.
America's a women's state.
They're not like the feds. The feds is going to investigate.
They're
gonna investigate. And when the feds get your ass,
and they're gonna do it
years. Yeah.
They're gonna do it for about 5 years.
Like that boy, P. Diddy. They watched his ass for like 11, 12 years.
Diddy, they've been watching that nigga
decades.
Over a decade. Over a decade. And when the feds got you, when they arrest you, they're gonna sit your ass down. Lawyer up if you want to. Lawyer up if you want. We got 40 on the table. You want that 40 to come down? Give us some motherfucking name. Y'all seen the movie?
Yeah.
What's American Gangster?
Yeah.
Hey, no bullshit.
That's the real shit.
The feds got you.
They want everybody. They want some more people.
They
want to take a group.
They got you.
They want you, but they want the group. You know what I'm saying? They want you, or they want the group. You know what I'm saying?
So tell them everything. Your time job there.
Yeah, that's how you come down on the number.
One thing I want to say though. Hey, look, y'all YNs, y'all niggas need to get y'all shit together. All these shooting and doing dumbass crash out shit. The shit look good.
Ain't no guidance
until you go to prison. You don't got no guns in prison.
No life.
There ain't no guidance.
Close hand combat, nigga.
Yeah.
And it's knives and hands.
And you gonna get checked in that
nice with them,
motherfucker,
bro, because they gonna test your chin.
If you like that, you like
get
that.
the plan acting like you tough. They gonna test that shit real quick, bro.
But you know that's life though. Anywhere you go and you feel like you're the biggest, baddest person on the life. It's always that somebody got your ticket, bro. It's always gonna somebody your ticket, man.
Remember that, bro. All that acting tough.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Corny, bro.
Man.
That ain't the life, man. We was here for, man.
Nah, facts.
We got to learn how to do shit in love. If I get into a fight with somebody, I'm gonna do that shit in love.
Facts.
Cause we fight.
Hey, for all of y'all niggas, bro, trying to act tough, think y'all super hard, bro. As soon as y'all get to that penitentiary, niggas gonna test that.
Facts.
Don't go when y'all in this world.
Keep it humble.
Keep it humble. The corny niggas right now, bro, winning. They got the bad bitches with the house and kids and cars.
With a bag.
And all the shit that niggas out here hustling for.
Niggas making bag moves. You know what I'm saying?
Think smart, bro.
Facts.
Be dangerous and not walking around here with a tool, even though
you gotta have something, but
prepared,
yeah.
But don't be out here crashing out, bro. Think before y'all react.
Facts.
Because, bro, as soon as you react, they're gonna send your ass up the river. They're gonna sit there for a while, bro, looking stupid as fuck.
You don't want
wishing that you didn't make that decision, bro. Every nigga that's in the hood don't want to be there. Every nigga that's out here hustling don't want to be out here hustling.
Facts.
They want to be doing something better than what they doing, bro. They hustling because they got no other choice. If you got options, bro, take the options you got. Stop out here trying to be thugs and out here being hard, bro. And that's coming from experience, nigga. There ain't shit out here for you, bro.
Slow money is better than no money. You know
Slow money better than no money, bro. Get out there. Go out here.
Slow feet don't eat.
Go out here and make yourself better, bro. Seek knowledge, bro, and seek understanding, bro. Because if you sit here in the same shit, same mindset, you ain't gonna go nowhere.
Facts.
Real talk, bro.
Real rap.
Real talk. I just had to tell y'all that real quick.
That was good knowledge, man. It's good knowledge. Good knowledge.
Yeah. Real, man.
Yeah, man. But last but not least, man, we gonna touch on this Travis Hunter subject, man.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah.
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Poor kid.
Moving too fast. Just like bro said, moving too fast.
Deion Sanders is a wonderful mentor.
Facts.
Deion Sanders is like a real gospel gangster. Is what I call him, because he be cussing their ass out when they interview him, and then he in his words and he say God bless you and walk out because he put up on that shit. But Deion Sanders is putting, like when I said this before, we all have our own. God has our designation. Deion Sanders is where he needs to be. Where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, facts.
And I know Deion Sanders was trying to teach this kid.
Yeah.
But I've been there. We've all been there when we get a taste of some real love, and a lot of times
falsified love.
A lot of times, a lot of times as a young boy, we've been there. I know I have. When we get some good coochie, and she's beautiful, oh my God, she does everything right in the bed,
and we in the bed by ourselves.
When this girl said, I go to the club, he sits out in the parties, and he sits out in the car while I'm in there. Like, bitch, are you for real? Like now,
you making us look bad.
But listen, for real. I don't give a fuck how weak I am. I'm finna go in there with you. I'm gonna hold your hand. I'm gonna be all up on you. I'm finna be a punk. Yeah, he all up on this woman. You motherfucking right, because that's my girl. I'm not finna sit in the car while you in there dancing and drinking and shit.
There ain't nothing corny about being all over your woman. If it's genuine,
if she really shares the same.
Yeah, if it's shared and y'all got the mutual feelings, bro, there ain't nothing being wrong. Hey,
there's nothing wrong, bro.
All in public.
There's nothing wrong.
I'm talking about for his situation. For his situation.
His situation.
It look goofy.
And you know what? I'm not gonna criticize this kid because you know, and like I talked about how they took me away from my son.
Yeah.
The white folks is good about taking us away from my baby.
Yes.
His father's incarcerated. Now, whatever he did that, okay? But
I think
it comes.
He just came home.
I'm not there. I don't know. But just if I had to be on the outside looking in, his dad wasn't around to teach him how to grow from being a man, from boys to men.
Teach you manhood.
He wasn't teaching him that, and that's what's wrong with us as a
Community.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit if and a lot of times women will put us on child support and they won't let us see the kids.
Facts.
And then we say, fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? I done been through that. I'm 55. I done been through that. You know? So we look at this, we're looking at this kid, Travis, who's an excellent talent, who was God given this talent to him. And then he has this woman, he has this, see, if you know your Bible, you know Adam and Eve.
Facts.
And you know Adam went to Eve, and Eve, we don't know because we wasn't there. We don't know if Eve, he put his hand down there. Oh shit, that's wet. What's that? Yeah. Because she was coerced first by the serpent. We don't know what Eve brought to him, and Adam, like, damn, this is different. Oh shit.
I mean, Adam was taking care of the land. You know what I'm saying? He was nurturing the land.
It's easy for a man to. It's by design, bro. This is history.
That's why your mind. That's why your mind gotta be so strapped, bro. Because the woman is the distraction. So your mind gotta be. Yeah, your mind gotta be A1 strapped, bro.
Any successful man.
Not even successful. The regular
Not let women distract him unless it's a woman that's gonna help him, progress.
Hey man.
I heard this today, bro. A strong woman that has integrity should make the man better to be a better man. You can't be if you're around a weak woman.
But look, all the successful men have a solid female like Barack Obama.
That we can see.
We don't know what they got going on at home. We can see that, yeah. But you can't stigmatize it to just. But you can't stigmatize it to just successful men because there's regular dealers, bro, who has a good woman, who has a good woman by their side, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, but a lot of successful men had a solid woman behind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
At one point, at that point of trajectory, bro, they had a solid woman behind them to get them to that point. Hey, look, no bullshit, bro. I'm talking some real shit. Mm-hmm. There's women open doors that men can't.
They always will, bro. They always will.
Women,
they always will.
Yeah, women. When it comes to negotiating business, it's gonna have to be a man. But women open doors that men can't.
Men make strategic decisions that women can't. That's why.
You know
what I'm saying? The tough decisions you can't lay that on a woman because she's gonna be a.
I agree with that. They open the door, give you the opportunity to make that strategic decision, bro.
Let me say this. I love women. I love women. And to me, women are the power balls.
Facts.
They are powerful as hell.
Yes.
And number one, if you can squeeze a human out your coochie, you're a bad motherfucker.
And still live?
You're a bad motherfucker.
And still live?
So
hold on, two of them. Twins.
To me, women can run the world and rule the world. They just need our guidance they need our strength to be in command.
The thing is, they don't have the emotional capacity to do
Facts.
Yeah,
that's
because
it.
they bleed once a month. Shit.
That's it.
You bleed once a month. Tell me about that shit.
But the thing is, bro, they make too many decisions based out of their emotions.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But
think about it, bro. Most of these women, bro, they busting your windows out, slashing your tires.
Oh, I done been through. I got pictures on my phone with that shit.
Because they pissed off making that decision at that time, bro. So I don't know about that.
The reason why I'm saying that. The reason why I'm saying that. Reason why I'm saying that. They can, because all five of us can step outside that hotel and a woman can walk by and she can get on the phone, call 911. We finna have problems.
Yeah.
What's power?
Yeah.
Now watch this. If a dude,
for real.
we can stand outside and a dude walk by and get on the phone, 911, police. What's the problem? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? They gonna, you see what I'm saying?
But a woman,
when it comes to a woman,
we did it.
And it doesn't matter if she's black or white.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We did it.
So when I say women have the power, we just have the strength to guide that power.
Unity.
That's why we need to come together. Yeah. Now watch this. I am exactly both equally. I am not into religion. I am a God-fearing man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the smartest brothers to me in the world Minister Farrakhan.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta listen to this brother. I'm not a Muslim, don't want to be a Muslim. Matter of fact, it's some Muslims that want to help me with my stuff, but they want me to come to a mosque. So I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat bean
That's crazy.
pies.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
that ain't-
crazy though, huh?
But I'm saying, Minister Farrakhan, this brother is sharp and he speaks about the man and the woman in the household
Facts.
to know your place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at, and then let's go back to Travis Hunter. Let's not get off the subject on that. Travis Hunter is a wonderful kid. Beautiful kid, good looking young man. His athleticism is off the chart.
Yeah. He's a unicorn.
He's
He's a unicorn.
you cannot when you are in young love like this brother is, you can't tell him shit.
Yeah.
He just won a Heisman.
And see, I've crossed Deion Sanders before.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna even talk about this shit, but Deion Sanders is a wonderful individual.
Yeah. Great
He's a
man.
wonderful individual.
Great man.
He's in the shit that he does, you know, everybody has some closet shit.
Yeah.
Everybody know being in the lifestyle as a pimp.
Yeah.
I done seen and learned a lot of shit,
Face.
especially learning women.
Face.
You know what I'm saying?
Diagnose.
And motherfuckers,
analyze.
I done had some of my peoples come across some millionaire motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about athletes and shit. So I know some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not putting that business out there. But I know that Dion has sat down with this young brother and talked to him like he was his child. You can see it.
I know they had a conversation.
He
I know
sat
they had a
down-
conversation,
He
bro.
sat down with that
I know
young
they had a
lady
conversation.
and talked to that young lady.
Come on, man.
because when he won the Heisman, he was
See,
like,
he had to amp her up. He had to
"No, you
amp her
can't tell
up.
me he didn't talk to her."
Yeah, he had to amp her up.
He did, but he was very respectful when he checked him.
The whole way. He
Like,
ain't stepping on
See,
toes.
behind closed doors, I'd be like, "Say, bitch, get your motherfucking ass up." You know what I'm saying? That's your motherfucking dude. Represent. You know what I'm saying? You finna not. You ain't finna worry about shit. No, real talk. Real talk. And I'm gonna keep it real because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? She has no respect for that young man.
Yeah, at all. The intentions are ill, bro. Her intentions are ill. You know what I'm saying?
And
Bro,
you know what?
This is all she sees.
Facts.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what my sister used to tell me. My sister that y'all gonna have on. My sister Rena. And she used to always tell me, same thing make you laugh, make you cry.
Hello.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
And you can take that for what it's worth. And that's metaphorically speaking. She's going to be, because that brother, his heart is beautiful. Because
It's
you
pure.
can see,
It's
that's
pure.
what I'm saying. And I'm
It's
looking
pure.
at him. He is a beautiful kid.
He's pure.
He has and everything about him is love because he loved this woman.
You love the game.
And these girls used to. You can't tell me these bitches ain't out like, oh, I wish I had him. She don't deserve him.
Oh, just wait, bro.
And it's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
But what we
he
need
cross
to
paths.
do, because I don't want
Yeah.
to talk about him. I don't want to downplay
He
him.
is
I don't want to bash him.
franchise player. It's gonna come.
I
And
don't
when he
wanna
cross
bash him.
paths,
I don't want to bash
This nigga
him
about to play wide receiver and corner. Ain't nobody ever done
I
that,
wanna
bro. You gotta
encourage
get
him.
checked.
because because she's gonna hurt him. She's gonna hurt his
I'm
heart.
talking about now. Yeah.
She gonna hurt his heart, and he needs to be around people that can bring him up to help him get out of that,
But you know,
so he don't become bitter. So he
Nah.
don't become bitter.
I'm-
Because when we get hurt, we become bitter.
It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Dion,
Look,
Lame
it's
man.
guaranteed.
He had to fight for his
Exactly.
kids and all that,
Yes.
bro. So you
But look,
Yes.
but look,
you gonna give him the-
Yes.
it's guaranteed he been around people who
But-
told him like, bro, like jokingly, like, bro, you know,
But
girl,
bro,
you know your girl ain't with you, bro.
But you know, niggas, sometimes we gotta go through it to learn.
Yeah, facts.
That's true.
As many
Experience.
times as niggas told us, our moms told us, our aunties,
Yeah.
uncles.
Experience is the best teacher.
It's the best teacher.
Experience is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
So it'll take for you to bump your head to know what's going on.
As many times Dion
Yeah.
probably been told him, probably gonna have to go through it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, bro, booty
It's
blind, bro.
booty blind.
He can have
Booty blind.
any
Booty
young
blind.
woman that he wants because he's Travis
Hey,
Hunter.
once it gets his heart, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm hoping.
Bro, he gonna be a savage.
Hoping he don't be fucking bitter. That's what I'm praying for, that he don't becomes bitter.
Yeah.
Because when you go into a situation like that, and I'm
Negativity
talking about
does
male
it.
and female.
No, negativity does
I'm
it.
talking about savage in the NFL.
Oh, in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
talking about he gonna cold in the NFL.
but
Savage in these streets.
but it's hard to say because it's hard to compete when your heart is fucked up like that.
Facts.
Oh look,
To play the game.
But-
To play the game. You know what I'm saying?
I think she really formed though.
how many times everybody done
Tell
had
me
their
one
heart?
time.
Everybody done had their heart broke, right?
Tell me one
Yeah.
time.
I mean, when she broke your heart, was you able to eat the next day?
Nah.
Sleep?
How long? Hold on.
How long?
Behind closed doors, when it's just you and her, she telling you everything.
How long?
You feel
How
me?
long does it take for you to get over that?
It take
So
a minute.
it's an
It take a
individual
minute.
thing. It's
Yeah,
an
wow.
individual.
Not even in a minute.
Now,
Years.
Bullshit.
It take years.
I was on mine
uh-huh.
about 6 years.
Okay.
Shit, he know her. You
Yeah.
know her too. I was with her for a while, bro.
Yeah.
And hey,
She was cold.
hey,
She was cold. She was cold. I ain't gonna count. She was cold. She was cold. She was cold. But I mean,
hey, I was down bad, bro.
Yeah.
For a little minute.
Went through that.
Yeah, I went through that.
it's a trial. It's a trial, bro.
I'm better after that.
Yeah, it's a
You
trial and
do.
error.
You really
You do.
lock in.
You lock in on
focus
yourself.
and really,
Thanks.
if you the type to really look to grow,
Yeah.
you take, you know,
What you need to
that
take.
time,
You need to
know
take what
what
you
I'm
need to
saying?
take.
Time and really seek it out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did, bro.
That's why
I really did the work.
that's why I
really did the
asked,
work.
how long did you go not eating, you're losing weight, not sleeping,
Hey, look.
and you can't listen to the radio because everything come on there.
Yeah.
That's the shit she used to listen
Hey,
to.
look, I went to the gym.
You know what I'm saying?
I got in the gym.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got in the gym too.
Hey, look. I ain't
Nah,
trying
we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. This shit here, bro. We ain't doing that, bro. We here, bro. Yeah.
This was
This here, bro.
but
You
what
just
I'm
said I
saying
worked
is,
out, bro. You ain't do all that.
he's playing professional football,
Hey,
and he's to be iconic.
yeah.
And when I'm not gonna say if, because that bitch gonna break his heart.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Let's just hope and pray that he's
Able to regurgitate.
establishing himself
Yeah.
to become
Yeah.
But you
Regurgitate
know,
everything else.
Deion-
strong.
Deion teaching them
It's-
investing,
Yeah.
financial literacy.
Yes.
You know,
But I'm
He on his own, though. He on his own.
talking
Yeah, he on his own.
I'm talking about his heart.
On his
Because,
own.
like I said,
Yeah.
and when she fuck his heart up,
He not around
he's
Deion
gonna have a
24/7,
problem
bro.
out there on that football field.
But the time that he was with Deion at Jackson State and Colorado.
And even without Deion,
bro, because he went down to the school he was
true
at.
enough, but even me and
And teaching that
Deion,
nigga ever since
he
then.
gotta learn it on his own, bro.
Ever since then.
he gonna have to learn it on his
That
own.
too,
So I can't
bro.
be here to hold his hand.
But no,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
Too, that too,
Yeah.
though, but everything, bro, think about this, bro. Everything that your mom was instilling in you
Yeah.
since a jit,
I did not listen to it.
you didn't listen to it,
But you grow
it's
into it.
starting to register now.
Yes.
You grow
You know
into
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
And went through your shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you was like, damn, all right, my mom was telling me this, and now I'm able to decipher it into my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything that Deion was teaching him, bro, he gonna get his heartbreak. He gonna go through
Yeah,
it.
she gonna break his heart, man.
Because it's gonna happen,
She gonna
bro.
fuck his
You
shit
can
off.
tell. You could been able to tell since
Yeah.
half the season at Colorado, bro.
Yeah.
That be
He's
something
gonna-
else,
everything
man.
that Deion was teaching him, bro, is gonna be he's gonna
Hey,
walk
but
out the rest of the
hey,
way.
you know what you need to do, Travis? You need to go and get this book, man. You feel me?
Hey,
You go and get this book, bro.
Hey.
You can be on a whole different way, man. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? So
Hey, man.
You
look,
know, it
like,
is
like
what it is.
honestly though, when like us as black men,
Yeah.
we judge each other.
Facts.
Too much.
facts.
We like watch this now, and I'm not
Look,
gonna
we
stay
judge-
on me.
We judge each other to live the lifestyle that we can't even afford.
Hello.
I'm not gonna keep touching
Hello.
on the because I went to prison because it's a lot of motherfuckers that'll be like, oh, well, he went to prison for this and you found him guilty. Like motherfucker, that don't mean shit. It's a lot. I know cats that done did 20 years and then they come back after 20 years. After 20 years, I did 7 for nothing. But after 20 years, And you want to sit up there and say that shit during that time when this man was innocent?
Hello.
Oh, you went to prison. Everybody that go to prison ain't guilty, bro.
Hello.
And see, that's what's wrong with us as people. We don't want to stand together with no shit. You know what I mean? We don't want to come together and say, hey, you know what? This shit got to stop.
Facts.
We got to stop this shit.
Facts.
I cannot. So the reason why they fucked with me is because I'm being a pimp. A pimp ain't no damn rapist. Don't be mad at me because I chose that lifestyle. And really, the lifestyle chose me.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? So I just took it and I ran with it and I became great with it. And guess what? When I was in the game like that, real tough, I had a lot of women. Like I always touch on God because I ain't gonna never forget that. Because I always glorify God. I don't care if you selling drugs. I don't care if you a killer. If you ain't got God in your life, you ain't got no personal relationship with God, you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So I had women that I would pray before my food. Like, you believe in that? Like,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So you believe in God? I'm like, yeah. Oh, I don't. Now watch this. Watch this. I don't mean cut you, but watch this. Yeah, I believe in God. Or I don't. And I left it at that. Because you know what I did? I led by example.
Facts.
You see my actions.
Facts.
And then this one particular lady, her name is Kat. She didn't, that was my girl. That was one of my chicks. She was one of my main motherfuckers. And she was not with my bottom, but she was a bad motherfucker as far as getting my cheese. And she did not believe in God at that time. We always think, matter of fact, she messaged me on Facebook a while ago. We stayed cool. And I used to always say, hey, let me get off this phone. I got to get my knees dirty. She knew what that meant. So before I got in the game, I had got married, and I seen Kat. My wife had was pregnant, and we ended up at the same hospital, and Kat walked in.
That's crazy.
And Kat, at the time, Kat couldn't have kids. She ended up losing that kid, but she came in, and I seen her. I was like, damn, we weren't talking at that time. And I saw her, and guess what she had in her lap? A Bible.
Hello.
And she didn't believe in God at the time.
Hello.
So because of her meeting me,
The full circle.
and me showing her by example and just walking, I didn't say, hey man, you need to go get with God. I've never gonna do that.
The full circle moment.
You have to show people your actions. If I walk into a gym and I speak to people, motherfuckers that don't like me can say that motherfucker friendly than motherfucker. He speak to everybody because that's what you see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you going by what you see.
Yeah.
So I've led a lot of people to Christ by being in this game.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And I'm not saying who's to say. Yeah. No, you good.
Jesus Christ chill with the rapists, the murderers, the robbers.
These were people that were imperfect.
These were
people that were imperfect. The imperfect people.
And Jesus said, I came to judge the world. I mean, save the world, not judge the world. So if you're trying to be in Christ-like mode, don't come here to judge the world. Let's save each other.
Unselfish, clear-minded, genuine, loving.
Man, when you do everything in love, bro, you become powerful.
Yeah, bro.
When you got brothers getting together and we talk about, I hug people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hug brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I say brothers, I'm talking about all races. Because I fuck with everybody.
Facts.
Because God
We
fuck
equal.
with everybody.
We is equal.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I used to tell these racist white folks, if you mad at me because I'm black, you need to be mad at God.
Yeah.
Because he did that.
Yeah.
And if you know your Bible, y'all came from us.
Hello.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, hair like wool, skin like bronze.
They came from us. God cursed the people and turned them into white folks.
Hello.
It talks about it in the Bible. And to me, everything in the Bible is not historically correct. We know that. Because man put their hands on shit, tamper with it, and fuck it up.
Well, look, history is only a person's depiction of an event. So it might not always come out right.
Unless it's documented. Anything that's documented is true. But it's a lot of things.
You can falsify some documents.
But it's a lot of documents that's been erased and it's been hidden. So you can't really say what's what off of what we know now because everything has been documented by the white man. You know what I'm saying? So
facts. But the thing is,
facts.
Most of the things in the Bible can be scientifically proven.
Yeah. Everything is
kilo.
relevant. Everything is
most.
relevant. Everything is relevant in the
You said
Bible.
most.
Majority.
Everything is relevant in the Bible. Everything in the Bible is relevant. It depends on how you.
Hey, watch this.
Fossils, documents.
Yes. Everything is relevant.
testimonies,
Everything is
so on and so
relevant.
forth, bro.
Situations, just
even like science, breaking stuff down into atoms and stuff like that can be proven scientifically.
Now, and you know, I use this illustration a lot. Everybody, you know what Michael Jordan looked like, right?
Yeah.
If a person came up to y'all and said, "Hey man, tell me what Michael Jordan looked like," because that's the baddest motherfucker that unlaced him up.
Bald head black.
You can describe him. How come you can't really tell me? All you can say is it was like wool. His feet was like they've been burnt in the oven, and if you put that white trash can in the oven, it's gonna do what? Burn and turn what? Black.
But
So you got 12 motherfuckers that walk with Jesus Christ. How the fuck you can't tell me what this motherfucker really look like?
Yeah.
Tell me how he put on his shoes. Put that shit in there, because we want to know about the baddest motherfucker.
But this what I had. I had
see
this
what I'm saying?
I had this like conflict in my just my walk with Christ.
Mhm.
Like just the way he got crucified. Like why would they go to the extent to crucify this one man? Who do they crucify men like that back in the day? They crucified black men like that. If they whoop somebody 36 times, they pulling his hair out, they sending him down the road with a cross on his back. I want to see a white man get done like that. You know what I'm saying?
You believe in God?
Yeah.
Well, you better believe in the devil.
Yeah, of course.
Because the devil a cold motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
If you ain't got God, you ain't no match for Satan.
Nah, fact.
At all.
The thing is, bro, the devil uses Bible scriptures.
The enemy knows the Bible just as much as we do. You know what I'm saying?
He uses,
if not more.
That's why I spoke about Adam and Eve when, and I've heard people. I talked to a lot of people and they was like, well, it's because of Adam. No, it wasn't.
Nah.
I mean, they said it was because, no, Eve. God didn't talk to Eve. God talked to Adam.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Adam. It's on Adam. Adam instructed Eve.
Because he should have lead.
I researched real quick. Let me say, when, because I went to these private schools and you had to have Bible classes and shit like that. And then when I want to know something, I want to know.
Yeah.
And I heard Cat Williams say, anybody can read that can read.
Right.
Okay. Meaning that if you can read this shit. So I want to know. So I researched some shit. This is what I found. I found that when Eve came back to Adam, she was already pregnant.
What? Yeah.
That's some old history, some shit. I can't remember where I found that because I would read shit. And, I was in college. I wasn't writing shit down. I was just reading shit like, damn, this is deep.
Like most people.
Because it makes sense because you got one good kid and the other. Like I said, Cain killed Abel. You got a evil motherfucker and you got a cool motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all this shit, they don't want us to know to where, and there's been an argument like Adam and Eve was the first two people on earth. No, the fuck they wasn't. No, they wasn't. Go read your Bible. In the beginning, it said God created the heaven and the earth, and then let us make mankind in our own image.
Yeah.
And then he came with the Garden of Eden, where he created Adam out of the sand or the clay.
Dirt.
Yeah.
They were in the Garden of Eden because when God cast them out, he put a firewall around it to where nobody could enter that.
Yeah.
But we're talking about, because can't no two people produce hundreds and thousands of people.
Animals. Or animals.
I'm talking about mankind.
Yeah.
Because most people think that Adam and Eve was the first two people on earth, and they wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So they were in the Garden of Eden. God had already made mankind. You know what I'm saying? But this was different to where, okay, I'm gonna cash y'all out and you got to go into the world. So it's just different. You just really got to read and be able to comprehend. You know what I'm saying?
In a whole other segment, you know what I'm saying?
My bad, I'm getting on that.
It's all good though, cause it's all knowledge, and we just dropping jewels, passing
That's it.
with each other, man. But
when it comes down to it, like I just hope she married Travis, like for all the right reasons.
facts, you know what I'm saying? All in all,
She didn't.
it's dealing with a true, genuine man. That's
Travis
it.
Hunter, if you see this, bro,
She didn't.
please open your eyes.
Open your ears.
Open your ears. Yep. Take in everything that people are telling you. Yep. And really decipher what's good for you, bro. Yep. Look out for these women because they see you as a check and nothing more, bro. Yeah. Maybe even the one that you married. Yeah. Be careful, bro. She might be genuine. Yeah. She might not be also, bro. Be careful.
Why not a prenup? You can love her without a prenup. You can love her. Shit.
Before we leave, though, what's one thing that y'all feel that y'all can do better in life?
I would say just be more approaching to understanding, because I didn't have certain things, so I always saw life as, okay, this is what it is. But you know, certain things black men went through as I was young, they went through the same thing and came out whole on a better playing field. So I just wanted to be embracive to understanding more better than I have in my timeline. And I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I got a son now, so I have to look at things different, have to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a work in progress.
Me? Damn, man. Being 55, bro.
I know you've seen a lot, bro.
Yeah, I have. And I've traveled different countries. I've been to 6 different countries. And then being in the lifestyle, being better at being patient with people.
Yeah. Facts.
You know, with
facts.
I'm open to talk, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, well, you overstepping this with. So it's me being better with being open to listening, but you got to tell me.
Hello.
You have to talk to me.
Hello.
Because I talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I need you to talk to me and tell me, because I'm good at a lot of things, but I'm not good at behind it.
Hello. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So being patient with people that really need help, and meaning, because I'm around a lot of people that do drugs, and most of them want to do better.
They just can't.
And they don't have the will to do. And a lot of times they need someone to be inspirational to them. So my patience is better with dealing with people. That's what I need to work more. Because a lot of times, like, man, get the fuck away from me, man. And I'll be like, hey, bro, you got 50 cents, man, so I can get something to eat. Motherfucker, we finna go eat together if you can find something, you know. But I give them the money and I'll say, man, just tell me the fucking truth, bro.
Right.
What you want. And but that's speaking with my mind. And I don't like doing that because I drive away and, like, I gave them, I did what God asked me to do. Gave it to them. What they do with that shit, that's their business. You know, so they said if you ask, then give. You know what I'm saying? So just being 55 and becoming wiser than I was at 25, because when you get older, you become better. Hello. And I'd rather be a young fool than an old fool.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, everything I do in life, like, I take care of my part. I let God do the rest, man. So, handle your business, stay on top of your crowd, be a better person regardless. So, that's all I got to do.
Reading for me, man. I've been reading a lot more. I'm trying to make sure that I at least read an hour a day. I don't get to it like I want to, but I am making time for it at least 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the weekend.
What you read?
Right now I'm reading Jason Wilson's new book.
How to Become a Man.
How to Become a Man. You know what I'm talking about.
But Becoming a Man.
This is the next read. Make sure y'all tap in, bro. But I've been on Jason Wilson's new book. Yeah, bro. I've just been trying to make sure that I become better every day. At least try to, become 1% better every day. Like compound interest. You know what I'm saying? Stack it up enough times, bro. You get 100%. So I'm trying to make sure that I am acquiring knowledge every day. At least something. You know what I mean? If it's from a book, a person. I mean, an email, something on social media, anything and everything, bro. Just trying to acquire the knowledge.
Well, I appreciate Sid coming in,
Hey,
dropping
man,
the knowledge, man.
I'm glad you got
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you passing it down to us, man.
love, man.
This will be continued. This is another segment. We in the dough. We out.
For real.
Yeah.
But